good, everybody? It's your boy Protest Sports from the Protest Sports Network. Back with another video for you guys today, man. Hope you guys having a blessed one and a safe one, man. Today is a huge live stream on this channel, man. And I don't do these too often. Try to do these once every couple months, but we're back with another roundtable, another WFT roundtable. Back with another one today. We're gonna talk about everything from the 53-man roster, season predictions, why these guys became Washington football team fans, all that type of stuff. And I'm gonna give you guys some rules before we actually had the people come on, so we can because it's gonna be a very busy live stream. I want everybody to get their comment and all that type of stuff in. So, Rich, what it do, man? What's up, Rich? What's up, Joe? What's up, bro? What it do, man? I know you're a Niners fan, man. We're gonna see Trey Lance and Trey Lance package. We're gonna talk about that on the moderator stream, man. So hope you're available tomorrow or sometime early in the month of September so we can get out the way. Ain't no bull, man. So I got some ground rules. Before I get into the ground rules and everything, it's all glory to God. Oh God, I'm talking about right now, man. So I want to shout out everybody that's gonna pull up to the stream and pull up to the channel later on this evening. They're gonna be on about 5 minutes, but I want to give some ground rules before before we really get into everything. What's popping, Ben Simmons fan? What's up, Sean? I want to talk about Ben. Ben's not good. What else you want to talk about Ben about? Ben's just not good. So which one we talk about here? Who's the best rookie? Who'd be the best rookie quarterbacks in this class? Trevor Lawrence, Zach Wilson. With Fields being third, and then Lance being fourth. Matt Jones hitting the rear. That's what I got. So it's some ground rules for everybody. Put your comments in the comment section now, so I can take them now. But when the content creators do pull up, I do have rules. These are only for roundtables because they're so much more busier than our normal live streams. Normal live streams, I don't really care. But for this, I need you guys to be a little bit more precise with your commenting, and so we can get to your comments quicker. Super chats will take priority. I'll let you know now. Super chat will take priority. So if a super chat does pop up during the live stream, that will take priority over your comment. So if you want your priority, if you want your comment to have priority without a super chat, you need to hashtag Washington Football Team Roundtable. If you want your comment read by a certain creator that's on the channel, like you say, for example, Louie T, you want Louie T to reply to your comment, hashtag Louie T. You use hashtag Louie T, and now we'll get your comment read by Louie T. If you want Street Scores to comment to reply to your comment, hashtag Street Scores. All that type of stuff as well. So I'm gonna have the content creators come one by one, and we're gonna start the stream. And I'm gonna have my my handy dandy phone for notes and things of that nature, and we're gonna get it going. My first creator right now, I got my boy, the big.
Can you hear me? I can't hear anything.
I got Douglas from the Big Douglas Show. Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
You can't. I can't hear you. Hold tight.
Yeah.
Matt
Jones. Matt Jones. Good on Matt Jones, man. He cool. Yeah.
All right. My bad. Let me see what's going on here. All right. Good Lordy. Can't do that. Let me switch this. Get around and setting this thing up outside.
I can hear him.
I'm on here now?
Yeah. We can hear you. We can hear you perfectly.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear you at first. I moved outside to this, and I have not got it set up quite yet.
No, that's cool. It's cool. I have a question. Do you think our state, where do you think? Let me ask this one question. I'm gonna introduce you real quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
I have a question. Where you think our new state will be? It won't be in DC. It'll probably be in Virginia, if I would take a guess. So my first creator,
Virginia.
Yeah, probably Virginia. So got my first creator. Want him to introduce himself. Tag your YouTube and everything. I will have every YouTube channel in the comment section down below. And not in the comment section, but actually in the description. So go sub them up. Introduce yourself, my friend.
Hey, Doug McCrae from the Big Douglas Show. Appreciate you having me on me today. YouTube channel is the Big Douglas Show and at the Big Doug Show on Twitter.
Hey man, so go follow him, man. Got a really, really good YouTube channel over there. Really descriptive stuff. A different take than what I would have on my channel. So you want a different take, go pull up some dope stuff, man. Some dope content. I've watched this video, so if I watch, you know you should watch too. Oh, next guy up the docket. We don't need an introduction for this guy. No intro. No, this we know who this guy is. But if you don't know, let's introduce himself. Y'all should know what he is, though. Come on, let's get real.
What's happening, y'all, man? It's Rico from Street Scores tuning in from Atlanta, man. I love a lot of the roster moves we made today. I hope we make some more from some other teams. What's good, y'all?
Going on, man. So, hey, before I get into it, I want to congratulate Rico on 10,000 subscribers. Congratulations, bro. I'm very proud of you, man. You putting it down for the Watch Football Team fans in the A. You've been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Looking forward to me and you in October when I get down there, man. You can be my pops, man. So it should be really dope, man. You my pops and my big brother. So it should be really dope, man. Be good seeing you in person. Now all this internet stuff, get to see my man Rico, get to chop it up with him. And I keep saying we look like I'm getting kind of tired of the comparisons, but we really get the vibe. We look like each other in person. Okay, putting up one by one. So I'm talking about. Hey, good? Rio, what's up, Rio? What's up, Rio?
Rio? What's good, Rico? What's happening with you, man? What's good with y'all? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you perfect, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, perfect. What's going on, fellas?
We know it's streaming, bro. But yeah, hey, introduce yourself, Rio. I mean, I know you, but I don't know everyone else know you. But yeah, man, introduce yourself, my bro.
What's going on, y'all? It's Rio Robinson from Northern Virginia, fan ambassador of the Washington football team. Rambling with Rio Robinson YouTube channel, you know, trying to make some waves, trying to get on y'all level, you YouTube legends out here in the Washington community, you know, just getting the content out, man.
You trying to be like Rico? You trying to be like Rico? Rico out here.
10K in the building.
We got the whole community on it, man. We don't got the whole community. We getting them though. We getting them. We getting them in here. So, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Rio for pulling up, man. Very appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? I got to meet him in person. Really dope guy. You know what I'm saying? I had the vlog on the channel. Y'all saw when I met him in person. At the was it preseason week 2?
The Bengals game. The
Bengals game. Mm-hmm. So preseason week 2 got to meet in person. So King Saul, yeah, what's up, man? What's going on? So like I said, if you're just pulling to the stream,
okay.
I do have rules because this is gonna be a very busy stream, and I want everybody to get their comments read ASAP Rocky. I don't want to be y'all sitting here for an hour commenting 50 times. I ain't get my comment read, cursing me out in the comment section. All right, it's not happening tonight. Not happening. So got 17 in the building. 17 we do have in the building. So Superchats will take priority. If you want your comment read immediately, like these, hey, hit that money sign. I'm sorry, being honest here, being keeping the trip. If you don't want to super chat, but you still want your comment to take priority, I'm giving people option to hashtag Washington Football Team Roundtable and comment your comment, and your comment will take priority over someone's regular comment about the hashtag. If you want to comment to someone specific, please tag that person in the hashtag. For example, Street Scores. Hey, hashtag Street Scores. Ask your question. Rio. Hashtag Rio Robinson. Ask your question. Same with the Big Douglas Show. Same with Louie T when he gets here. Same with everyone else when they get here. If you want your comment read by a specific content creator, please use the hashtag and use their YouTube channel alias, and then you will get your comment read by that creator. If you want everyone, just put at everyone, and we'll answer your question. And please use hashtag Watch Football Team Roundtable to make this a lot easier. So, cause I know a lot of troll comments, and I don't need that tonight. I'm skipping those. I don't see hashtag. You're not getting your comment read. I'm sorry. Yeah. So the first hour of the stream will be very, very structured. I think I gave everyone the structure of the channel. We'll talk about the 53-man roster. We'll talk about everything for the 53 because it's interesting. I didn't see some things coming. So a couple of things I didn't see coming. We'll talk a little quarterback talk. A certain quarterback got cut today that everyone's talking about. So we'll talk about that guy. And And we gotta talk about it, Rio. Stop. We gotta talk about it. You know, it has to be talked about.
Oh man,
There ain't no invite, bro. You're a Niners fan. You're a Niners fan. Why would I do this? Why would I do this? You know what? This man needs no intro. Yo.
Brought the heavy hitters out today.
What's good?
What's good?
Man?
What's good?
Okay.
What's good, everybody?
What's going on? What's going on? Oh, actually, got a comment. So somebody used the hashtag. Somebody following the rules. I appreciate y'all to Joe. Our only Niners fan in the chat. He asked a quick question. What is your biggest surprise of people that got cut? Watch Football Team Roundtable. I will start with we know who Louie T is. We don't need no intro. It's no intro for Louie. I'm sorry. Louie big dog. He don't need no intro. We know who he is. So start with Louie, and then we'll go around, and I'll be last. So Louie, what was your biggest surprise cut? If you can hear us, that is.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, cool.
Okay. Yeah, I had to switch the mic up.
That's all good, bro.
Could you repeat that? I didn't hear you.
My boy Joseph comments. What was your biggest surprise of people who got cut today? What was your biggest surprise cut today?
Oh, it was several, man. Ron,
I know, right? No.
Ron took a machete to the linebacker position, man.
What up, Manny?
I wasn't expecting that. I mean, I thought he was going to keep 6, and he got rid of both of the special teams linebackers, both Jared Norris and David Mayo.
I know.
I didn't see that coming.
Tough to be a linebacker today.
No, rough, real rough. I mean, Ron told us, he said, I only really need 4. I was like, I hear you, Ron, but you must mean the other 2 just going to play special teams. He was like, no, literally, I only need 4 of these boys. I don't need the other 2. I was like, oh, okay. I feel you. Jimmy Moreland, I didn't see coming either. I thought at the beginning of camp, Jimmy could be a casualty because they brought in Darryl Roberts. Obviously, we got Kendall Fuller now, but they drafted Benjamin St. Juste, which means they really want to kick Kendall back inside. So I felt like Jimmy was on the bubble, but I was like, they still got Kendall outside. You know, Benjamin St. Juste is going to get a lot of run, but they like the versatility of Kendall being able to move around, maybe even play a little bit of safety if need be. So I was like, maybe Jimmy's still here. And I didn't think Darryl Roberts did enough until the last preseason game. He was outstanding. Look, we didn't have a lot of guys play well, okay? But he was one of the few that actually went out there and did something that I think that the coaches respected. And I guess the body of work from camp and what they had seen from him was enough to have Jimmy ousted. Now, I did also hear that Jimmy had an injury, too, that really impacted him not making the roster as well.
Makes sense. Rio, who's your biggest cut? Actually, hold up. I got one time out. Manny, welcome to the show, Manny.
What's up, brother, man? Appreciate you guys for having me on.
Yeah,
good,
no cap, man. So why don't you introduce yourself real quick, and we'll continue to answer the question that was asked by Joseph in the comment section. So go ahead, introduce yourself, big dog, and we can go ahead and continue.
So, guys, man, my name is Manny. I run the Back Row Redskins Show podcast, as well as the Talking Sports with Manny podcast and YouTube channel.
Man, shout out to big dog Manny, man.
Sounds good.
Yeah, man. So, hey,
Louie T, what's good? Rio, what's good? Street Scores, Big Dog, man.
What's up,
man? Y'all?
What's good, Manny?
It was good. What's going on,
good
man?
Good to see you, bro. Good to see you.
Yes, sir. So, Louie did answer the question. So, Rio, what was your biggest surprise cut today?
Honestly, I'm not gonna go to cut route. I'm gonna go with 2 people that we actually let. Two people that we actually let go that we bit the bullet on early. AGG for me, even though I didn't see a reason to keep him. I honestly thought because they drafted him in the mid rounds last year, they would keep him on the roster. So him and Peyton Barber, those releases surprised me the most, but it made me happy to know that we have a self-aware staff that's not going to force picks or force people on the roster because they signed them or they drafted them. So to actually see that happen and to see AGG was one of the earliest guys to get the axe, that was a big surprise to me because I thought he would at least be one of the final players cut if he was to get cut today. And I thought that they thought of Barber as like best short yardage back in the league. So it was nice to know that they're willing to roll with the young guns and willing to roll with more upside than AGG because other than the Bengals game and maybe a catch last week, all he's done really is run around on the football field. So it was nice to see that they're willing to cut bait and realize that some of these picks just ain't it, and they kept it pushing. So I'm gonna go with AGG and Barber.
I can agree with that too.
As
they answer the question, go ahead, Rico, your turn. Doug, I'll go. Yeah. Rico, Doug, Manny, even myself. As everyone's answering the questions, I am putting everyone's channel in the description. I mean, in the comment section of the stream. So go sub them up. Go sub them up, please do. I will definitely catch up with the comment section in a second. I just want to make sure I get everyone's channel in the description, in the stream, so everybody can click their channel, subscribe, sub them up, turn post notifications. Everybody, very appreciate y'all can do that. That'll be very, very appreciated. So Rico, go ahead, man. Who your surprise cuts today, big dog?
Yes, sir. So first of all, I want to reiterate what Rio said. Like, I mean, the fact that our coaching staff doesn't have egos. They felt like some of these guys that, even though we recently brought them in, and maybe fans are gonna ridicule them a little bit for, why did you draft this guy in the 4th round last year if you're just gonna release him a year and a half later? I'm happy to see that they put their egos to the side. It's all about winning. That's what matters most. Whoever's the best right now, nice mix of dependable now plus has potential later. That's what they're going with. They just want to win games at the end of the day. But as far as surprise cuts, I'm right with Louie T. Of course, there's like singular names, Jimmy Moreland, Jeremy Reeves, but the fact that we only kept 4 linebackers is the biggest, like, what's going on type of thing. I feel like that's a strong sign that we're about to be in nickel package, probably even more than last year, and that's what we ran most of the time. And there may be a chance that we bring in an outside a linebacker from the outside of the organization, from another team, maybe a free agent, maybe somebody that's recently cut, preferably not an ex-Panthers linebacker out of nowhere. But yeah, man, that linebacker group right now, it's definitely the biggest surprise for me as a whole.
Yeah, and I'll say this, I thought it was interesting. I mean, anybody that follows my show knows I'm a big Reeves fan. I thought there was place for him on the roster, particularly when they only took 4 linebackers. But I'll say this, I found it more interesting. We hadn't seen Ron do a preseason because we didn't have one last year. And that last game was interesting. I mean, that was a straight-up tryout for about 7 different guys. And I thought it was interesting that the way they did that. I mean, I think he shocked us all by not any starters. So really, that was what I was more interested in, the way they handled how they kept the guys by putting them all out there for that one last tryout.
Yeah, they definitely did that. And I'll piggyback off of that. Ron said that about 6 positions were affected by that game. You know, It's amazing. You watch that game and you're thinking it's not much you can gather from that, but they took a lot from that. You know what I mean? Especially you look at a guy like Darryl Roberts. I don't think he makes the team without that game against the Ravens. You know what I mean? Like,
I agree.
It's a lot of guys that I think put their stamp on making this football team in that last game. We thought as fans, not a lot to take from it, but obviously the staff begs to differ.
I'll give you my surprise cuts. First of all, I completely agree. 4 linebackers, that's it? 4 of them things? 4? As Louie say, 4 of them things, that's it? First of all. Secondly, Jimmy Moreland. Okay, interesting. I kind of get it. And they're it's like they're going to the longer corners. Like, outside of Kendall, these other guys are much more lanky and much more, they're taller guys. And Jimmy's a smaller guy. Like, Jimmy's just too small. I thought Jimmy's just too small anyway. He could ball, it's too small. So I kind of understood it, but he wasn't that bad. I don't understand why they cut him. But Peyton Barber was not a surprise. Antonio Gannon going my biggest surprise though. Hey, they just drafted in the 4th round, like I said, 2020. They literally just drafted this kid last year, and they cut him. Like, now, I said, you got to go. That's it. Like, he didn't have a bad camp or a bad preseason to kind of be like, all right, look, you got to go. Like, you just got to go. Like, you're trash.
You know what I realized?
But he didn't shine either though. So
he's not a dog though. For the 6'4", 225 or whatever, he's not a dog. He doesn't. He's not. I mean,
from the same cloth as Dachshund.
Yeah, exactly. and I don't know. I won't say that he doesn't love football. I don't think Josh Dotson ever loved football. I just think he's a nice guy. Like he fixes Rubik's cubes. He's probably in a book club. Like, he's a nice kid. I just don't think he has that aggression. You know what I mean? And that's
like,
okay. Not everybody is built like that. Not everybody.
Well, and he don't have offer any position flex either. You know what I mean?
No, because he doesn't
do
any special teams, right? Yeah.
So we actually have a question for Street Scores. Why did we leave ourselves short at linebacker, and why Apke? I guess why Apke got released over Jimmy Moreland? I mean, why did Moreland get released before Troy Apke did?
Yes, sir. First of all, what's good, Ivory? Secondly, I feel like it's just we're still looking for outside talent at linebacker. I think one of these maybe on the back end receiver guys, maybe like a Dax Milne, will end up on the practice squad if we find a linebacker that we would like to bring in. And then at worst case scenario, if we continue with these exact 4 linebackers going into the Chargers game, I feel like we're just going to run a lot of nickel. We've been seeing in practice that the starting nickel linebackers as of right now are John Bostic and Cole Holcomb. Jamin Davis comes in at times. Hopefully, over these next 2 weeks, Jamin Davis grows enough to where we can put John Bostic firmly on the bench. But as of right now, that looks to be our 2 projected linebackers, and that's why they're potentially looking for some outside help at linebacker.
Shout out to Dave Thomas. What's up, bro? Jarris' sports takes. This man's hilarious. Shout out to Jarris. He said I've been saying AGG can't catch or separate. I'm glad he's gone. And my man just hate that man. He hated that man since we drafted him. Like, just get him off my team. He also commented, Jimmy Moreland sucks. It ain't rocket science.
Damn.
He just feels some type of way.
Jimmy's going to catch on to a team. You watch a team like the Jets that have rookie corners, take a flyer on Jimmy. He'll be signed real fast.
I agree with that.
AG, big playability, lack of change of gear, can't separate. Doesn't make sense for our team. I get it, I guess. All right, so let me try to get the next comment with the good old. All right, dang, okay. All right, so watching for so this is for you, Rio. What's your opinion on the final 3 names of possibly getting leaked? Since you were on the commercial, sir. Since you were on the Mr. Famous Man. Famous Man. Go ahead, do your thing. I'm gonna step back. I'm gonna do like these for a second. I'm gonna step away from the screen. I'm gonna go hide. I ain't famous like Rio. I gotta go hide somewhere.
Big time.
Okay, we working on it. I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm gonna put it to you straight up since I'm allowed to speak a little more than I could when we shot this back in June. We did shoot that back in June, and most of the footage you saw on that Making the Brand, that's a couple months behind. I personally think there is no top 3 currently. They know what the name of this team is going to be, but at the moment that they made this video, there was a top 3, I guess. But they're in the process. They're in the process right now of checking all the boxes, trademarking and the merchandising and all of this. And for that question that is it going to leak before the year ends? I see it coming out somehow. I don't see how it can go through so many hands of merchandise. Someone's going to be thirsty and take a picture of something at the Nike headquarters and be the first person to put it out there. That, or they're going to press some media man. They're going to pressure media man their DM like, yo, throw me like 10K. I'll throw you what the name is. Something crazy like that's going to happen. The name's going to get out before 2021 ends. I mean, if it doesn't, Jason Wright is a magician because it's 2021 and the way that this society is, if you're able to hold some shit like that in, you are that goddamn impressive. Like, for real.
You are the GOAT. You are the GOAT of hiding stuff. You are the GOAT. Cause boy, they won't know what that name is. Shout out to Reggie Reg. What's good, Brody? What's shaking? What's going on with you? Go. We're gonna talk about that later. I'm not gonna reply to that comment right now, Slim. I'm not giving that comment no life, Slim. I'm not doing it today. Big ups to my nephew, Bobby Brown. Oh yeah, shout out to Santiago's nephew, man. He been balling in LA. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him making the team, going crazy. Protect Louie T. What up, fam? Protect. Sorry, I told you, AGG wasn't gonna cut it, bro. but we should say something about Jerry Preston. I'm glad he made it. I love Jerry Preston going to Buffalo. I was happy to see we picked him up as an undrafted free agent. And I'm glad that Peyton Barber is out of here. No offense, Peyton Barber, but the y'all for carry one cutting it, buddy. It just wasn't cutting it.
The Peyton Barber hate is crazy.
I mean,
it is crazy.
Wrong. Don't get me wrong.
I don't understand.
Yeah, see the best yards back in football. I could not disagree because if I did,
look, I'm gonna just say this. Let me just say, I'm gonna say it right here on this platform. Get it out of the way. I don't want to hear nobody mouth the first time we got 4th and 1 and we get stuffed. I don't want to hear it from none of you. None of y'all.
I give you that. I give you that.
And when we go 7 for 14 this year on 3rd and 4th short situations, I don't want to hear from none of you. Okay, that's all.
I'm not gonna run away now. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna say
that's all I'm gonna say to you.
I'm gonna hit up Louie in his DMs on Instagram and say, Louie, you were right. And I'm gonna leave you alone. Okay,
it's all good, man.
It's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say,
put that
Louie, you
disclaimer
called
out right now.
Them carries going to Gibson this year. We're gonna be all right.
We're gonna see. They give him one in the
preseason game. Now I'm just saying.
Preseason, he got shut down.
Like,
so we're gonna see.
He ain't giving him that extra push. He gonna give him in September though.
Okay, we're gonna see. I hope you're right. I want you to be right. I want to be wrong on
it. I feel you.
I think you pick up a yard. That has more to do with the guards than it does the running back.
So now we have another hashtag comment. Has Dan Snyder changed any at all? I don't know. That's a good question. Dan Snyder.
Who's
Dan
that?
Snyder don't change for nobody.
Who is that? Who is that? Where'd that man go?
He said,
"Oh, his wife. She's great.
I would say he's changed. I would say he's changed by application, not by personality. I don't think who he is has changed at all. But I think him just staying out of the way, let the guys who know what they're doing do what they do. You write the blank checks. Ron Rivera says, I need this much money to get this done. Jason Wright, same thing. I can dig what Daniel Snyder has going on right now, but him as a person and how he feels about certain things, if he could change the name back to the old name, I'm pretty sure he would do it in a heartbeat.
I know, right?
Right.
Facts.
Yeah. I don't think he's changed. It's too early to be able to say he's changed. We've had peace and harmony with other coaches before for the first couple of years, and then when he feels like he's not being involved enough, and this is what I fear the most. Every time it comes down to a quarterback, that's when he wants to get involved. You go all the way back to when he first got here with Brad Johnson. Brad wasn't good enough. He needed Jeff George to get in the game. And so you want to fast track it to now. He got involved with Robert Griffin III. He got involved with Dwayne Haskins. So he's a quarterback guy. And that's the one thing I worry about is when we start looking for our future quarterback.
The Haskins business. I never wanted Haskins to begin with. I mean, we started with that. Boy,
None of us did. Well, I can't speak for anybody else. No, I didn't want him either.
I will tell you. I think I told you this too, Lou. Me, my mom, my cousin were watching the draft. We were sitting there watching the NFL draft. Thank God it's my mom. So we was watching the NFL draft. My cousin kept saying, I want Haskins. I said, get the hell out of here. I don't want no Devin Dwayne Haskins on my team. Stop doing what you're doing. I want Drew Lock. Because me and you were talking about this. I said, I want Drew Lock. You want Drew Lock. I'm going to say we all want Drew Lock. But I wanted Drew Lock, okay? I'm sitting at 15. Take Montez Sweat. Take Drew Lock. Take Brian Burns, 1 and 3, and move on. I said, Dwayne has to turn this off. I said, turn the draft off right now. I don't watch no more. I'm going to sleep. I'm pissed off. Leave me alone. I'm mad. After this draft, pissed off. Like, what's wrong with you? I don't want to talk anymore. We drafted this bum.
He told everybody the league done messed up.
But it was a weak draft.
He messed up.
It was a weak draft.
You can still get Lock right now if you want.
Would you expect? Outside of Kyler Murray, the entire quarterback class was straight trash. So it just is what it is. We were thirsty for a quarterback. And we looked at Dwayne Haskins. He looks shiny. No. He looks nice. We took it.
He didn't really though. It's just that starvation.
He was a rusty penny.
It wasn't.
It got shot up a little bit.
Not a rusty penny.
That's rusty old penny. Had a little bit more confidence on that joke than Russ. And that joke got shot up a little bit.
But it was Dan Snyder off the yacht too.
Fresh off the Mediterranean. My man came in and said, "Hey, yo, doing a great job all year. But we taking my goddamn quarterback," and then he boogied.
Yeah, and just dipped right out. He wasn't even on land when we called that pick.
Kyle Smith was ready to throw hands. He said he almost vomited in the draft room. He was ready to fight. He was like, y'all serious? Bro, we worked all year for this shit. Like,
so we're gonna bring the structure to the stream. We answering the comments. Let's bring back the structure a little bit. So I'm gonna ask everybody very briefly, how y'all became a fan of this team? First and foremost, I'm gonna go ahead and start. I'm gonna start it. I'm gonna let Manny, Louie, Rico, and then Big Doug go ahead and go. So, brief story. I ain't gonna waste no time. If you guys are subscribed to Ref the District, they actually had all of us watch football team fans state a story about how he became a fan on their channel. So go check that out. Really, really dope stuff. So I was 7. We went to a Redskins Eagles game. I'm gonna say Redskins because they were back in the day. I'm not about to say Washington football team versus Eagles in 1999. Okay, that wasn't the name. So I was 7, and we was watching the game, and I was a fan of no team back then at all. Like, I was watching my dad. I was just hanging out with my father. And it was after the game. I think we won that game. I don't remember the actual result, but I think we did win that game. And Eagle fans just went nuts. It was throwing beers at people and da-da-da, and like idiots. I said, and I was living in Pennsylvania at the time, by the way. I was living in Lancaster, Pennsylvania at the time. So that is Eagles country. I said, I can't be a fan of this team. And someone looked at me, one of them kids looked at me like, you live here, da-da-da. I'm not a fan of this team. Your fan base is disrespectful and trifling. Disgusting. And I said, Dad, buy me a Redskins hat. And the rest was history. Your turn, Manny.
Well, man, for me, my story is a little different. You know, growing up in Landover, Maryland, Hyattsville, Maryland, right down the street from the stadium, didn't know much about football. You know, being Nigerian, we know soccer, right? So my dad put me on the game of football, and I'm watching this thing. I'm like, what's first downs? What's this? What's touchdowns? What's that? And when I started watching, that was Stephen Davis, Skip Hicks, Albert Connell. Like, I came in 1999. I guess that's when Daniel started the team. So we came in together. So you guys can blame me partly on what's happening with this team. So I haven't seen a lot of success, but when you fall in love with that burgundy and gold, there's nothing like it. Then I moved to Nashville, Tennessee. So when I see the games, it's like, man, you know, I just get chills every single time when I see, you know, burgundy and gold on TV. So my story is a little bit different. Just growing up in Nigeria, coming here and learning this game. It was just Washington, man. And, you know, I've been a fan ever since. I'm here in Nashville by myself, but we're growing a fan base out here, and I'm just, you know, enjoying the burgundy and gold, man.
Well, I know Louis' story, but I don't think everyone else knows Louis' story. So
I mean, it's not a real story. Literally, I grew up in Virginia. We did not have a team in this area. So, you know, what comes on TV, I pretty much all the teams I root for, I watch them on TV all the time. You know what I mean? So there's really no rhyme or reason other than that was the first team I saw. I lived in Virginia. They were the local team. And I just remember 4 years old crying my eyeballs out because we lost in the playoffs to the 49ers. And you had Mark Rippon throw like 2 interceptions in the first half of that game. We thought we had a chance. We lost. Obviously, we come back the next year. We win the Super Bowl. I'm running around in my little Hutch helmet and my Mark Rippon Riedel jersey and pants. And so, yeah, man, that's I can at least say I got one. I was 5 though, man. I'm starving over here, man. Belly
we all are,
my
big bro.
back, bro.
We all are, big bro. We all are.
So yeah, that's my.
Hit that like button. Y'all heard him. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. You come in, hit that like button. Got 47 in the building. Hit that like button.
That's right.
If you're a Dallas fan, hit that like button. It better not be no damn Dallas fans in here. Get cussed out unless it's Ready Red. It's only exception. Ready Red pop up on everybody's shit. What's up, y'all? What's pounding the enemy? What's up, y'all? What's up, Washington team fans? Well, go ahead, Rio. Your turn, man. How you became a fan, bro?
I mean, like Louis said, I mean, for all of us, it's not like a story behind it. Like, I didn't have a choice, you know what I'm saying? It was in my blood. My father, my parents, they put it in me, you know what I'm saying? I came into the crib rocking burgundy and gold shit, even when I didn't know what it was. I was born in 91. At 3 months old, they won a Super Bowl, and we've been some shit ever since. I like to blame myself for the failures of the team sometimes. Like, I dead ass think I've caused. I dead ass like to blame myself. Like, fam, I went to 3 games in 2012. All 3 games, RG3 got injured at. Like, I like to blame myself for the downfall of RG3. I was at the Falcons game, he got a concussion. I was at the Ravens game, he punched his knee. I went to the Seahawks game, his career ended that day. Like, I haven't been able to success with this team, but they are like a goddamn relative to me. They're like your crackhead cousin that you believe that you will always see change in, but they go and fuck it up again. But I still love them and his family, so I have no choice but to keep supporting them. They have me indebted to them until the end of my life. So there's no choice with it. I bleed this team, man.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
Bleed this team. You go blood. That's what I'm talking about, my nigga. That's what I'm talking about. Rico, your turn, Brody.
Yes, sir, man. So I was born in Maryland. I'm not sure if many people know that. I mean, I'm Atlanta
Yeah, I
head to
know.
toe,
You
but I was
told me
born
that.
in
I know you
Maryland.
told me that, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I didn't live too far from the stadium while I was there. It was literally like a 5-minute drive away or something like that. So I was right there. And anyway, I could have been born in Alaska. My mom had me head to toe burgundy and gold gear since I was little. I mean, there's pictures of me Halloween, head to toe, helmet and all, representing the burgundy and gold. So it didn't matter where I was born. My mom was not going to let me be a fan of anywhere else. But being from Atlanta, it helps because the sports, especially the football here, is so bad. Even if I was born here, I'd be like, there's no way I can support this. But I'm super happy to be to be a part of the Burgundy and Gold Nation. Me being in Atlanta, I can tell you, man, we're everywhere. We're in the UK, we're in Brazil, we're in Mexico, we're in Germany. Definitely one of the deepest fan bases. I think once we start winning again, we'll start to have younger fans again. Because there's really no reason for a 5-year-old born in Minnesota to be a Burgundy and Gold fan. But back in the 80s and 90s, it made a lot of sense. So we need to start winning so we can get those those newer generations back on board, man. But yeah, I was born in Maryland, grew up here, but my mom wasn't gonna let me be a fan of any other team either way.
Let me say the super chat real quick. Shout out to Santiago Terrell with the $5. Don't know. Got support Pro T, Louie T, Rico, Manny, everyone else on the panel. One love, yes sir. Yeah, we rocking. No, we rocking, man. We got the big dogs in the building. We got the famous man in the corner with Rico, with Rio.
Chef Dre.
What's up? Got Chef in the building. Smash that like button. If you're not subscribed to the Protest Sports Network, that subscribe button. Not subscribed to these 5 wonderful gentlemen, please subscribe to their channel. Especially Louie T, man. Louie T, the OG. Like he the reason why we're here.
That's
so
crazy.
Please subscribe to Louie T.
It's
Everybody's
crazy that
subscribe to Louie,
all of y'all. It's funny that all of y'all have like parents that this was like my whole family are Cowboys fans. So it's crazy that all of y'all have been like born into this fraternity and you didn't have a choice. Like it's the direct opposite for me. Like I was born into hostile territory.
Shout out Hawk. Hawk. Don't know.
My man Hawk
top
good.
10 panel. All pro. And I met Hawk in person. Shout out to Hawk, man. Really dope guy, man. They had to sit there and sip an alcoholic beverage. That was a good time. Good time hanging with Hawk, man. Really good guy, man. That's my guy, man.
Nice.
That's my guy, man.
Love it.
Louie T is the GOAT. Yes, sir. He is. He is the reason why we're here. I love Rico. Without Louie, I don't think it would be a street schools. Without street schools and Rico, it wouldn't be us. It wouldn't be no Big Douglas. It wouldn't be Rio. It wouldn't be me. We wasn't here. We wouldn't be here. So shout out to y'all, man. We appreciate y'all, man.
Much love.
Y'all the pioneers of the Squash and 14 community. Without y'all, bro. I want to talk to y'all. I told Louie personally, I said, hey, you are one of the reasons why I started a channel, bro. You told me, hey, go ahead and do this. Like, stop hesitating and go ahead and do it. And I did it because he kept suggesting me to do it. So shout out to Louie, man.
Shout out to my man Manny too, because Manny got me doing this stuff. Manny was one of the first pods I went on as a guest, and he was like, "Dude, you got to do this, man. You're natural, bro." I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna do this shit."
No bull. That's what Louie said to me too. I was surprised, bro. I was like, "Dang, hold up."
Yeah, I started out as a pod, and the next thing I know, I see, you guys doing YouTube. Went on YouTube community. So appreciate you guys like Street Scores and Louie T. Anytime you search Washington football, these guys pop up. You know what I'm saying?
Pop up first.
Yes, sir.
Them two and Ed are the 3 people that pop up the most.
Yep.
Y'all two and Ed, man. Y'all do that. Y'all do that, Mark. Simple.
Appreciate that.
But Jay Thought the third comments. What's good, fellas? Would y'all be down with us using actual gold as our colors? Hell yeah.
Yes.
Burgundy and gold looks more dope. And since Dallas got silver pants, we should rock the gold.
all day.
Woo! Slap! I'm with it.
You already know that's
what I want, I'm with it. I'm with it.
Give me a darker burgundy and champagne Vegas. Oh, let's do it. I'm with the shit.
I got a super chat. Much love to all you brothers representing us, Washington Faithfuls. Shout out to Carlton Pagano Jackson with the $5 donor. Appreciate that a ton. Good looking out. Much love. So I'm gonna get the Big Douglas about his fan story, and we're gonna get to this 53-man roster. That's what we here for. 53-man roster. So go ahead, Big Doug, man. Go ahead, right to the family real quick, man.
I'm a Virginia guy too, and my dad was in the Navy, so we did Northern Virginia, Woodbridge area, then down to the beach, then back to Woodbridge. That's right. Then up to PA, did PA for a little bit. But the one thing we always took that
Let's go,
Washington
bro.
football team with us, and my brother and I, it's funny, we don't agree on many things, literally. But the football we agree on all the time, and we love talking about it. So, I'm a Virginia guy, and nothing too fancy, just that's what it is.
Look at that. The Washington football team bringing families closer together.
That's right.
Man. Gotta
No
love
cap.
it.
No
I
cap.
couldn't imagine being all Cowboys everywhere, Louie. God bless you for that.
Bruh.
It's rough.
I
Man.
can't see it.
I think I might be the closest to Louie on this one. Like, literally, my dad's side of the family, all my aunts, they're all Cowgirl fans. All of them. Every single aunt. I have 8 aunts on my dad's side. All of them are Cowboy fans. You look at my mom's side of the family, all of them are Washington fans. They just straight opposition. They be arguing in the living room, talking they trash, F you this, F you that. We're going to spank y'all. Y'all, I'm like, hey, man, I'm trying to watch the game. I mean, y'all to shut the hell up. Y'all, you shut up. Y'all shut up. I'm trying to watch the game in peace. Like, she talking trash. I don't want to hear none of that. Shut up. Let the men watch the football game in peace, okay? Y'all need a leader of Henny or something? Y'all need some Casamigos. That's famous now. It's District Casamigos. You want some Casamigos? Shut up and watch the damn game. They be wilding out, man. I swear they wild out, especially the Thanksgiving game. Mm-hmm. You can't tell them the damn thing.
They ain't say nothing. They ain't say nothing last Thanksgiving. They ain't say nothing last Thanksgiving.
Can't say nothing. Like, bruh. Also, actually, shout out to Rich for the good old stand, for the good old stand for Louie T. Mob Squad, stand up. We in the building. Yes, sir.
Always
y'all in the building.
Baby.
Yes, sir. Shout out to y'all for pulling up from the Mob Squad, man. Appreciate y'all a ton. So everybody got their fan story. Let's get to this 53, man. Ross, because this is what we came here to talk about, man.
Let's
so what are y'all thoughts on the 53? I'm going to start with Doug, and then Rico, Rio, Louie, and then Manny.
I'll tell you this about the 53, and I love it. Ron drafts players and keeps them. And other than AGG, who was a little bit of a surprise, and I'm telling you it's because he didn't have any position flex and just didn't impress. That's it. If they draft you, they're keeping it. As much as I've said this a lot, they have looked kind of at the Bills as the way to kind of move this rebuild from their time and experience with those guys in Carolina. Go back and look. They've cut like 3 guys since they've been up in Buffalo that they drafted. It's the same thing here. Milne, to me, is a steal. I was so glad that he made the 53. The other one is Reyes. I pounded Reyes making the 53 all offseason. Yeah. There was no way he cleared waivers. And there was no way Milne cleared waivers either, because I think the Jets would have taken him if they had the chance. So, I mean, really, those were the 2 guys that made the 53 that make the most sense, that maybe people didn't say, why? I think that's why. Those 2 guys were never clearing waivers.
Yeah. Before I take the next person, shout out to Big Simple for the $5 donor. Appreciate you, Big Simple. We it's like go subscribe to Big 7422 channel, man. He been going crazy. Road to 3K for bro, man. Go ahead and see that sub button. Washington Nation, respect to all the homies. Play. Good seeing you in the stream. Play. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Mad love to you, bro. And you keep grinding, Slim. Keep doing what you're doing. Go ahead, Rico. My fault, man. I ain't want to interrupt.
Oh, no, you good, man. It's your show, man. You got us on here. But I have 2 major points. First of all, as Doug briefly mentioned, Sammis Reyes, that was a huge one for me, man. I was really nervous that he wouldn't make the team. I'm glad that they also brought on a 4th tight end and Ricky Seals-Jones to be that veteran presence, just in case Sammis Reyes isn't ready to go, play meaningful snaps against the Chargers, for example. I do feel like, though, Sammis Reyes has a certain floor to his blocking. Even with the bad technique in that preseason game against the Patriots, he had somebody held by the outside of their shoulders and still managed to move them back 5 yards out of the play. Running back had an easy lane to run through. So once he's able to, get his hand placement right in people's chest, Rivera already said that he's the most physical blocker on the team. I definitely feel like there's a lot to work with Sammis Reyes. We'll figure out the receiving part later on. And then offensive line wise, the fact that we only kept 9 speaks to the versatility. They've been preaching positional flex. Love it. You have several guys starter and, guys coming off of the bench that can play multiple positions. You have Sadiq Charles that right now he's a jack of all trades, a master of none, but he has the potential to step in at guard or tackle if need be. He looked pretty straight in the preseason, and it's just up and down. You could talk about the offensive line alone for 30 minutes, but maybe somebody else may want to expound upon that. But that offensive line, only keeping 9, preaches positional flex.
I'm gonna take a couple comments. We'll get to the next person real quick. I don't want to miss comments. Shout out to Santiago Terrell for the comment. Shout out to Big Bro. Protect and Panel. Do you think Scott Turner's play calls will be better this year? Now he has better weapons than last year. I think that's everyone. So I will let Rio answer because he's gonna be next to get to the 53-man roster, and then I'll let Louie answer, and then Manny, and then myself, and then Doug, and then Rico. So go ahead, Rio.
All right.
What you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it was good, Santiago. First things first, whether people want to actually admit it, Ryan Fitzpatrick is an upgrade from what we had last year. Alex Smith and Dwayne Haskins, our quarterback play was 32 out of 32 last year. And yes, Alex Smith, his story was great. We're going to keep it a buck. He was ass, and he was out there on one leg, and he had one brisket, and he couldn't move on it. So the offense, we had to automatically cut the offense in half with Alex Smith because there was no pocket movement from him. But respect the story. The offense couldn't do but so much. Scott couldn't get in his bag with him. Scott also couldn't get in his bag with Dwayne Haskins because he's incompetent, he's inept, and he's really one of the worst quarterbacks I've seen drafted in the first round in recent memory. But we're not going to go there right now. I expect to see better from Scott Turner because there will at least be some sort of competency at the position this year. He can actually expect a quarterback get through, process his reads, and look past the line of scrimmage because we know check down Jesus was looking for J.D. McKissick every other play of the entire game. Ryan Fitzpatrick, say what you want about him. He's going to give you good. He's going to give you bad. He's going to give you the whole shebang of the Fitzmagic experience. He's going to run this offense competently, and he's going to look down the field, and hopefully we can get a run game going. I expect to see Scott do much better this year, and I will reserve my opinion for seeing better quarterback play because I can't really judge him on what we saw last year because I don't know what the fuck he was supposed to work with. So,
Rio Shakes is so savage. I'm about to die over here. Oh my gosh. Go ahead, Louie. Oh gosh. I can't even talk right now. Go ahead. You got it.
I actually thought Scott Turner was good last year. I've said that numerous times.
I did too.
I watched the film and guys were open. It's just a matter of getting them the football. And
true.
There were guys down the field that had opportunities, and our quarterbacks just simply failed to get them the football, whether it was Alex Smith just going through a couple of reads and just getting it to the check down, or Dwayne Haskins not even being able to get to the third read. It was a mess, but guys were open, and I thought that Scott Turner actually did a pretty solid job. There were a couple of games, like the Panthers game in particular, where I thought he was a little bit off with his play calling, especially with Dwayne having gone through what he went through the week leading up to that game, and Antonio Gibson coming back and getting like 6 a pop on the ground, and he still wanted to throw it with Dwayne. Made no sense. But outside of that, I thought Scott Turner was good last year, so I expect him to pick up right where he left off.
Now go ahead, Manny. So we can.
Scott Turner, man, I was happy, sad, pissed with Scott Turner last year. My biggest thing was there were times when we want to pass the ball, especially in the red zone. But we had success running the ball and actually getting rushing touchdowns. That's fine. But this year, what I want to see is, can we score in the red zone? We need touchdowns. We don't need field goals because obviously we have that guy that has been kind of funny in this preseason. I'm not going to mention his name, but I'll
talk about him in a moment.
I would definitely love to see us take shots. I'm glad that we finally have a quarterback that can assess the field and make plays. So that's a major upgrade. You're going to see guys like Terry McLaurin go off. He's a guy that can go deep, but he didn't go deep because he had Alex Smith throwing the ball. So you're going to see some different things. And then what I want to see out of Alex Smith is, out of Fitzpatrick is his relationship with the running backs in terms of passing to the running backs. We've seen a lot of Fitzpatrick going to tight ends and wide receivers. Let's see if we can incorporate these running backs as receivers. We say, J.D. McKissick played wide receiver, right? We say Antonio Gibson played wide receiver, right? I want to see these guys get more receptions. I think that's the next evolution to this offense. I think
JD McKissick led the team in receptions.
80.
I'm about to say, I mean, Gibby get more receptions because
80.
JD was getting all the catches. He got everything.
It was horrible.
Check down Alex throwing the ball 100 times a game. That man was getting 15 targets. Since that night we got in the building, bro. God dang, that man get 15 targets a week. That was ridiculous. But let me get this Scott Turner play call. Now, overall, I thought if I would give it a grade, I give it a B. It was solid. It was good. Most of the season was good. That Panthers game was trash. Awful. Get it out of here. That game, I wanted to go choke that man. I was like, bro, you gave Gibby 9 carries. I want to smack you. I want to put powder and like honey and just all types of stuff. A little bit of Henny in it. Make sure you got the alcohol afterwards. Just get that weak stuff out of here, boy. That was trash. Weak play calling. Weak ass.
I mean, he was just trying to
But-
get that bum ass. He
but
was
that's not
trying to
even
get
there.
that bum ass
But-
quarterback into some rhythm.
You trying to get Dwayne Haskins in rhythm after going to a stripper park. We're not talking about that. We're not going to do that today. Rio, we're not doing it today. Don't stop. Stop. But it was solid last year overall. I do want to see him run the football more. I do want to see. I didn't give him to get 25 touches a week. But if Gibby ain't getting 25, I'm proud. I'm proud. At least 20. At minimum, bare minimum. Like just 20. I mean,
I'm telling you,
I don't
there'll be a lot of
care if it's 15
There'll
carries.
be a lot of throwing of the ball this year.
Like, I don't care if it's 5
They're gonna
catches,
pass him a
15
lot.
carries. I don't care if it's 20 carries. I don't care if it's 10 and 10. I need him to get the football. Simple. If you don't, I have a problem. Huge problem.
You're gonna have a lot of problems this year.
Smack. Hey, I can
Unless we
call
up big, Gibby is not getting 20 carries, and there'll be.
I mean,
a lot
20
of
touches. Just 20 touches. Just 20 touches.
It's gonna be a lot of games where he probably don't have 20 touches either, but we'll see.
That's trash. That'd be trash.
I turned it for you, man.
Scott gonna be airing that bitch out. That's North Jr. right there.
We'll see. If we up in some games, he might get
I'm
that.
telling you. I'm telling you.
For
They
sure.
brought him in to pump the ball down the field. They plan on doing it a lot this year.
If Fitzy throwing the ball 35 times a game, I'm gonna have a huge problem. I don't even throw the ball that damn much. 30. 30's the max. After that, I got a problem. Like, I need that to chill.
Right.
But yeah, Scott Turner was solid last year. We're gonna get the. I don't want to keep wasting the time. Go ahead, Doug. Go ahead, Rico. Go ahead. Whoever wants to go next, it don't matter. what was y'all opinion on Scott Turner last year?
Oh, I like Scott. And the national guys like Scott. I mean, he's trying to do new things. He's analytically driven. They passed a lot on first down this year. I wish they do more of that. With the new tight ends they got in, they'll be able to run a whole lot more of the 2 tight end sets. And frankly, they said they didn't throw the ball to Gibson on purpose last year because he already knew how to do that. And they really wanted to focus on being a running back. So this is the year, I think, to your point. I mean, the problem with getting a guy like 25 touches is they have so many people to get touches to this year, which is not a bad thing. That is a good thing. Hey, fellas, real quick, I want to Protect. Thanks for having me on. I got this draft coming up at 8:00, so I'm gonna kick it on out of here on this one. But I wish I didn't because you brought in the heavy hitters today. This was a whole lot of fun. I appreciate it.
Hey,
no problem, man. Hey, if you want to come pull back up anytime, bro, I'll be down, man. Just let me know when. Hit me up, man. Most definitely.
All right, fellas.
So hey, go sub to the Big Douglas Show. His link is in the chat. Go hit that sub button. That is my guy. Really dope, cool guy, man. Go hit that sub button. Shout to Door Gunner for the $4.99 donut. What's up, fam? Guess we're rolling with the Young Bucks. What's up, Door Gunner? I haven't seen you in a while. What it do, man? Dropping some set up to drop a young quarterback or solid vet into the mix for next season's run. Wholeheartedly agree. So you bought Scott Turner's play call was cool, Rico.
I was, man. Some of my live streams, I was in the middle of the crowd just swinging, man. It was just me, maybe a handful of other guys that felt like Scott Turner really wasn't that bad. It is a results-driven league, but guys were open. And Logan Thomas, as much as we love him and as much as he developed later on throughout the season, he's not a guy that gets open on his own. Even George Kittle is schemed open by Kyle Shanahan. Logan Thomas is the same thing. Logan Thomas will be open, Sometimes the quarterback wouldn't throw it to him, and in the beginning of the season, sometimes he would drop the pass. I like Scott Turner's creativity. Sometimes, with the really weird stuff where it'll be like 2 running backs and a tight end in the backfield, and then we'll end up getting stuffed at the line of scrimmage, But then again, last year, I think also a lot of it was experimentation. We went into that season knowing it was going to be a sacrifice year. Let's try this play. Let's try this personnel grouping. We're going to take, 2021 and beyond more seriously. Last year was more so. I mean, even like the Browns game where we were just throwing screens back to back to Antonio Gandy Golden. We were trying to see what we had in certain players. We were trying to see what we had with certain formations and certain play calling. This year he'll actually put together a structured offense. Like somebody said earlier, Antonio Gibson literally was not thrown to on purpose because they wanted him to develop as a pure running back with vision, patience, and things like that. This year will be a full-blown. We're bringing out all of the cards with this offense this year.
Completely agree. So we got Jared Sports Takes again with another comment with the hashtag. So we're gonna take priority with his comment real quick. The quarterback position obviously sucks. Let's get that out the way. Oh my.
Relax.
The best quarterback in your roster plays tight end. Oh my. The linebackers leaves a lot of desire. Bostic sucks. Outside that, the 53-man roster is pretty good. Dang, he just went in, bro. He went in. He said the best quarterback plays tight end. Louie T, what do you think about this?
the man pretty much just said, I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The bread is trash. I don't like the jelly, but the peanut butter is okay. But other than that, it's a really good sandwich. You don't really can't really possibly love the roster if you think that the best quarterback is our tight end. But I mean, at the end of the day, we know what this is. We know what the quarterback position is. We know that John Bostic is the guy we don't want starting. I've long said I don't have a problem with John Bostic being on the roster. I just don't want him starting. He's a quality backup linebacker in this league. The problem is he's starting for us. And as Rico said, when we go to nickel, they're not comfortable. Ron already said we're not comfortable with Jamin Davis in the game right now. So the 2 guys in at nickel are Cole Holcomb and John Bostic. The sooner and part of the reason we drafted Jamin Davis is his coverage skills. So the sooner we can get him comfortable up to speed, the better off we'll be from a defensive standpoint. But please, I mean, I like what Ron is doing, man. I love the fact that Ron learned from his first experience in Carolina. I talked to a lot of Panthers fans when we first got Ron, and they were like, look, he allowed the roster to get old, and he was loyal to a lot of veterans. And Ron said when he got here, I made some mistakes, and I vow not to repeat those mistakes. And you can see that right now. We got a young roster, man. We're one of the younger teams in the league. I love it. Let the young boys play, man. Like everybody's like, yeah, we should
let them rock.
Let them rock, man. They can talk about let's go get KJ here. Let's go get KJ.
KJ Wright.
Like for what?
No.
KJ Wright's like 32. Man. For what? Let the young boys play, man. So I love what Ron's doing, man.
And the young guns rock, man. Let them rock.
I love it.
And I think it's also notable that Chase Young, people may not know this, but Chase Young is our second youngest defender on the entire team. He's only older than Derek Forrest by like 38 days. And that speaks to a lot. I mean, the fact that he's already our spirit of the team, like a Ray Lewis or a Brian Dawkins, that's huge. I mean, it really is a youth movement when your second youngest player is probably the best player on your team.
Okay. Yeah, and that's a great point, because I can say as a 29-year-old fan, this is the best collection of young talent I've seen here since Daniel Snyder bought the team. We have not had this much young depth, talent, and potential. The needle and trajectory has never pointed this far up. We have to deliver now, though.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. Definitely true. Next, Jay Tharp, man, going crazy with the WFT Roundtable comments. Also, we stick with the mustard colors. Kick sneakers. He said we mentioned sneakers. We use y'all as a color. The Clamorphos blur in the goalposts. Dan Snyder can provide shirts and stuff. I don't think it's a bad idea. Quick thoughts on that, because it's not like super football related, but quick thoughts, I guess. Y'all want. You have any thoughts about that, real quick? None? Okay, let's move on. All right.
Hopefully,
thoughts on Curtis Samuel and WJ3 now that we're preparing for week 1. So, what are your thoughts on Curtis Samuel and his status for week 1, and also William Jackson III, and how y'all think their debut is going to go. Basically, kind of how he was asking. I wish I should have asked him much more detailed fashion there. I'll start with Rico, Manny, Rio, and Ben Louie, and then we'll move to the next question.
As far as Curtis Samuel, I definitely want to err on the side of caution because with his familiarity with the offense already, playing under Scott Turner and things like that. Granted, he still needs to gain some chemistry with Ryan Fitzpatrick, the starting quarterback. But
what up, Al?
You say what?
I'll say what's up, dude. I'll say what's up.
Okay. Most of his game is predicated on his athleticism and not necessarily his familiarity with the offense and knowing exactly where he needs to be, when to be. That's important, but I prefer for him to be fully healthy week 1 rather than possibly going in there a little banged up. And he knows the offense very well. It's not going to matter if he can't move as fast as he can. That's the most important part of his game. Whereas Terry McLaurin, even though he is a 4-3 type of guy, his route running is the best part of his game. And De'Ami Brown may potentially be another great route runner. Curtis Samuel is completely dependent on his athleticism. I feel like he's an underrated route runner, but we need that athleticism. We need that health. And as far as William Jackson goes, I am a little worried because even throughout training camp, granted, practices, especially one-on-one drills, are literally built for the corner to lose to the receiver. But he has
99 down the building.
He's gotten beat quite a bit in practice, and somebody admitted that William Jackson is struggling a little bit schematically with Jack Del Rio's system. We've seen that Landon Collins suddenly looks like a new person now that he's going into his second year with Jack Del Rio. So maybe William Jackson, it's a different position. Safety, it is a lot more to mentally to keep up with versus an outside corner. Just cover this guy, lock him up, take him out of the game. But I do feel like, especially with as creative as Jack Del Rio is going to be, especially with his blitzing and things like that, and he's going to mix up the coverages, I am a little worried about William Jackson not being able to practice as much as he possibly can. And we may not see him get to that top 7, potentially top 5 man cover corner form that we're expecting out of him until maybe like mid-season.
I can agree with that wholeheartedly. Rio, what's your thoughts, bro? Let me take the super chat real quick. Shout out to Door Gunner. Ramon making a 53-man roster, Lou.
I already talked to them about that, man. I'm not bringing that nonsense to your show. What up, Door Gunner, man?
Door Gunner, man. Ramon. Where is Ramon at, Louie?
I talked about that today, man. He got braided up, man. So half of them got chopped off, so he might start off on IR, man.
Ramon
has been cut off. They're doing him. But I had that was funny. I'm sorry, I had to take that. That was hilarious. Rio, go ahead, man. What's your thoughts on Curtis Samuel and William Jackson, bro?
I just want to see Curtis Samuel at this point. Like, I'm not really too concerned yet. If I was to pick one, I guess I would say William Jackson, because I was down there in Richmond the whole week. I won't say he was struggling because, like Rico said, those one-on-one drills and stuff, they're made to lose. Like, the receiver's supposed to look good in those drills. It'd be a problem if they weren't. But, I mean, I was seeing him get mixed up by AGG and them, and that's not good because AGG has no wiggle.
He was getting spanked.
He was getting spanked. I don't worry about that kind of thing because some guys are just gamers. So I think ultimately when the season starts, he'll be all right. But I just want them both on the field. Like I'm still scarred from some of these signings. I'm still scarred from some of these signings we've made. They get here and we don't see them. And we don't see them available on Sunday. We offered nice, hefty contracts to both these guys. I'm hoping that we're erring on the side of caution. And when week 1 comes around, our offense and our defense looks nothing like we've seen in the preseason because 2 of the most important players on each side of the ball is present. So I'm going to just err on the side of they're being cautious, and they're going to both be out there for week 1, and we're going to get this thing cracking, man.
Agree. Louie, thoughts on those 2 gentlemen?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with both Rico and Rio. Like, I'm not worried about either one of them, honestly. I mean, we'll see what we get out of Curtis Samuel. Never, ever trust a man with 2 first names. That's part of the reason you don't trust a man with 2 first names right there. But seriously, I'm not worried about him. I know he knows the offense, and we know what he brings to the table. So, we'll see how they integrate him into the offense and how they utilize him. As far as William Jackson is concerned, they've already said that he's a man corner, and we know that. and they're going to ask him to play some zone. So Ron is like, he's got to play with vision to the quarterback. And that's a little different from a dude that's really used to playing with his back to the quarterback and just worried about the receiver. So I think he's thinking a little bit too much right now instead of just playing, which is he's used to doing. He's just used to going out and saying, all right, whoever's in front of me, I lock him down and that's it. And we're asking him to do some different things. So it may be a little bit of an adjustment for him. And, you know, the fact that he's not getting reps doesn't help, but I'm not worried about either one of those guys.
Shout out to 110 we got in the building. Yeah, I'm not worried either. But yeah, I actually would get to Manny real quick, and I'll give my thoughts. Actually, let me take these super chats real quick. I don't want to be disrespectful to people that donate. I want to show love. Brian in here. Damn, Brian, where the heck you at? That's good. Oh, he's in the Middle East. Okay.
Yeah.
Love the streams. Hit me up on Twitter, Louie and Tony. You need seats for the games. I'm definitely gonna need some seats, bro. I don't know what week, but definitely so. Hope Louie does pop up into the DMV area and come up for a game. That would be nice. You know what I'm saying, I know Lou for so long. I got to meet this man in person. We got to change that, Lou. We got to make it happen.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. I told you I'm gonna get out of the house, man. I'm gonna try to get out of the house.
Yeah, man. I know. I understand. But we starting 2 strong safeties this year. Curl and Landon Collins. Cameron Curl can play free safety. Can we stop the cap, please? Can we stop it? Stop the cap. Stop it.
I don't think they've shown their hand on exactly what they'll be doing too, because a lot of the times in Richmond, I seen both of them and McCain out on the field at the same time too. I just don't think they showed a lot of it in the preseason game.
That's smart though. Shout out to Washington Football Team Roundtable comment from Rich. How do you feel about us keeping Troy Apke? I know. I knew this was coming. Let's just get this out the way. All right, I'm gonna start this one off because I ain't started one yet. So I don't care. It's not a big deal. He plays well on special teams. He is a solid special teams player. He switched positions for a reason. They did it so they could keep him. So why we're crying about this is I don't know. It's like, when we cut Jimmy Moreland before Troy Apke sucks. We know Troy Apke sucks as a safety. We haven't seen him play corner yet, but in preseason, it's preseason for crying out loud. For God's sake, dang, chill out. Gosh, take a chill, people. Go take a shot at Acosta or something. Go take a shot at
Washington. It ain't Washington football team Twitter if we ain't whining about something. It's not a normal day. So, you know, we got
it's not a normal day. We whine about Troy Apke, Rio. Troy Apke.
We either crying about something or we trying to the last dude that just got released, we want him on our team. It's one of those.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta be one.
Hey, why we keep Troy Apke? Hey,
I'm not trying
to get Cam.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but did anybody sign Kelvin Harmon yet?
Man,
I don't think so, man.
I don't think so.
Somebody picked up Steven Sims with the quickness, though.
I don't think he's wrong.
Steven Sims?
And they cut him, too. They cut him.
I was about to say, he cut. He got cut from the Bills. Yeah, he gone.
Yeah, they kept throwing them. They didn't keep him.
Boy.
Damn. Man, what's your thoughts on Troy Apke, man? I ain't heard your voice in my life.
Well, man, hey, a report just came out. Jimmy Moreland had suffered a knee bruise. Maybe a lot of you guys already knew, but I didn't know. So they said he's expected to be back by week 1. I doubt he clears waivers. I'm pretty sure somebody puts in a claim for him. But hopefully he comes back to us. But, I mean, Troy Apke is playing corner, right? And he's, the 5th, maybe 6th corner on this team? It just is what it is. He offers position flex. He's more valuable than a Jimmy Moreland if he's playing special teams. Ron Rivera, one of the guys who can play multiple positions. It just is what it is. If you couldn't play special teams or do something else other than your position, you just weren't here. It's like when a job hires you, right? They want you to do this, do that. They try to get as many people as possible on a discount. If you can do multiple things, then you are valuable to the organization. And that's what happened. Troy Apke just happens to do a position switch willingly because he wants to be on the team. He's willing to do whatever it takes to be on the team. He made the team. Let's just see how it goes. And it's not even a guarantee that he's tomorrow. I mean, it's still fluid. Yeah. This is the initial 53, so a lot can happen between now and the end of the week. So let's just see how it goes. Let's support our guys. If a guy sucks, oh well, don't tell him in their face. You see fans who go to the game and, they're saying all these different things. Support the guys that are here, okay? If he sucks, he sucks. We will replace him if he doesn't do his job. So let's just see how it goes. That's my whole take on Troy Apke.
In the piggyback on that. Oh, sorry.
No. Go ahead, Rico. Go ahead.
I bet. I feel like it's a mix of two things. On one side, Jimmy Moreland didn't make the team because, of course, Troy Apke contributes as a strong special teamer. Rivera even said a few hours ago that he's one of the best gunners in the NFL. And then on the other side, even though I feel like Jimmy Moreland is a better pure slot than a Darryl Roberts, again, like you said, Manny, positional flex matters. Darryl Roberts, throughout his experiences around the NFL, has played slot, outside corner, strong safety, free safety, and then I believe it was you, Louie T, that said that last preseason game, he made enough plays to where you can see like he deserves to be on this team more than the Jimmy Moreland. So I feel like it was multiple factors from multiple players, especially a Jimmy Moreland, where Troy Apke got you on special teams. Darryl Roberts had you on the secondary. We don't need a Jimmy Moreland anymore. And then, like you said, with him being possibly hurt, I doubt he clears waivers, but maybe you bring him back on practice squad if he happens to.
Yeah, I agree. I just think I don't think people realize how good Troy Apke is as a special teams player. Like, just watch a game, because a lot of people, they check out when we punting. Okay, they just check out. They're not really paying attention. And as long as that guy ain't running it back for a touchdown, look and see who's the first dude down there. 99% of the time, look who's down there first, waiting on a fair catch or trying to down the ball and stop it from going into the end zone. It's always number 30, always. So just keep that in mind. Troy, it's not close. It's not like, oh, we got some good special teams players and Troy Apke's among them. No, it's Troy Apke. Take 5 steps, and then you get the next best special teams player on the team, especially after they just cut Jared Norris. So he's without a doubt the best special teams player. It's probably Apke, and then it's Derek Forrest, which is why he's on the roster, because they love him as a core special teamer as well.
Ron even said it in the presser today. Ron was like, he's one of the best, if not the best special teams player in the league. He might be capping for his guy, but hey, we have to take Ron seriously.
He is not, Rio.
He's one of the best.
I'm being capped about Troy Apke, bro. Troy Apke is
I'm telling you, the dude is
special teams
good.
Oh, boy.
He's an ace.
He gets
I always say you got to have a fiend and a half on your team in order to not give up plays on special teams.
He says fiend, though.
Yeah. And Troy Apke's a fiend and a half by himself.
He is.
So we good. You know what I'm saying?
He down there too. He damn near too.
Rivera also said in this press conference that teams literally have to game plan for Troy Apke as a gunner. Like, he literally affects games in, like, leading up to the game. Teams are at the drawing board. Like, how do we stop Troy Apke so that we can somehow flip some field positioning?
It's nasty because the dude is a 4-3 dude. You can't stop it. I talk about that, special teams is one of those things. It's like rebounding in basketball or tackling as a corner. You either want to do it or you don't. If you really want to tackle, you can tackle. We've seen Jimmy Moreland. How many times he blow up a screen? That's want to.
1 billion times.
Kendall Fuller, same thing. That's want to. You see it and you go and you hit it. Same thing with special teams. You want to be good at special teams? That's a lot of times special teams is a combination of athleticism and want to. And Troy Apke has as much athleticism as anybody on the team. Nobody's doubting that. So like I keep trying to pound that into people's heads, but they don't want to hear that. Troy Apke sucks. He shouldn't be on the roster. Okay.
That's fine. I don't care. I'm cool with Troy Apke on the team. All right. Now I'm kind of mad Jimmy Moreland got cut, but I'm glad Troy Apke is a special teams ace. So I'm fine with it. Shout out to Big Simple. He comments in the WFT Roundtable hashtag, put me on special teams. He's funny. That's hilarious. Shout out to Big Simple. Also Rich comments. A wise man said, Louie T, you need a fiend and a half on special teams. Shout out to Rich for that comment as well. I think it's all the watchable team comments that we have with the hashtag. Also, Rich comments, I think we should all team up and play football in real life and take our talents to Bishop. Sycamore. Stupid as hell.
Chill.
Also, once again, I did put everybody's links in the chat. Go subscribe to all these guys. Go subscribe to Rico, Rio, Manny, Doug. Even though Doug did leave early, go subscribe to him as well. And let's get to the next thing I did want to talk about very, very briefly. Quarterback. Let's talk about this real quick. I'm tired of it. I heard it enough today. Heard enough of this dude's name, and he's pissing me off with it, okay? It's too late in the process for this guy specifically, but let's talk about it. So, Cam Newton was cut today, okay? Cam's right there. And I need Louie for the Cam song. I need it. I need it, Louie. Come on, kick it out. Come on, Louie T.
Oh man, he's not even Superman anymore. Why do you want it?
He's not. He's
Just
not.
take the super out of it. Number one, his name.
They know his name.
Yeah.
It's Cam.
Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. Nope, it's number one. And Cam is his name. Super Cam. So I don't know why you want it.
I just haven't heard it in so long, Lou. I'm sorry, man.
You know why
it was hilarious. It was hilarious. I know why you haven't heard it in a long time. I know.
Okay.
Someone also what's up, everyone? Do you think we cut Ricky Seals-Jones once Reyes starts to take that next step? Yes. That's a quick answer. Yes.
What does that mean? We can finish the Cam conversation?
We're gonna keep that one short and brief. I ain't gonna waste too much time with that one, but I want to take this comment. We'll get to the Cam thing real quick.
Yeah, no, I mean, it might not even come down to that. Ultimately, I think it could even be just needing a roster spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
Because at this point, we know that Sammy Reyes isn't going to dress on most game days, right? So they're keeping 3 tight ends up on the active roster. We assume Ricky Seals-Jones is going to be the 3rd tight end until he's ready. Once they deem him to be ready, that's it. You know what I mean? You don't need to hold up a roster spot for him. And if you need another corner or I think we all will assume that at some point we're going to need another linebacker. They're going to have to do some things with the roster. You just always assume somebody's going to get hurt and then a roster spot will appear anyhow, but we'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. What about you, Rico? What about you, Rio, very briefly, and Manny? What y'all think about the timing of his inevitable cut of Ricky Seals-Jones? This is going to happen when Sammy Reyes is ready.
Louie T said it perfectly, man. It's just up to when Sammy Reyes is ready to suit up on game days. We're all happy that he made the 53-man roster, especially me. But who knows if he's even going to be active on game days, like Louie T said. And once he's able to show in practice and that he can be a dependable blocker, that he has dependable hands, most importantly, I feel like that's the thing he's working on the most right now. Once he can do that, I think Ricky Seals-Jones will be lost because we need linebackers right now. Who knows if there's an injury to another roster spot that we may need to bring another guy in.
I completely agree with that. Rio, Manny?
Oh, yeah. I think Seals-Jones is going to be here for the year because I love Samus's story. That man is raw. Yes, he gives you 120,000% effort, but he's very raw. Like if you've seen him step across and do some run blocking and stuff like that, he has a long way to go before he could be counted on in a regular season game where every snap and the stakes are so high. So I think Seals-Jones is going to be here for at least this season. Like I don't see him not. I don't see Samus's ascension taking place as fast as I would like it to. He still hasn't played for
Why do they do 18 cuts a day? Because they cut like 10 players over the last 2 days. That's why it's only 18, by the way. Shout out to the super chat. Very appreciate you, Fat American. Good looking out. Appreciate that. Let's see. Any more? Watch Door Gunner with this is for you, Lou. Do you even try to see?
Hey, Ramon just want to know why all the smoke. Like, what's going on, man? Leave
Ramon alone, man. All right. So, shout out to Greg Lightbody. Appreciate you, bro. Washington and Jets are issuing Bernard Mckinney. Your thoughts on Mr. McKinney? I will start with Rico, and then Rio, Lou, Manny, even myself.
I feel like he's past his prime. I feel like that would be a weird signing. We already kind of have like a John Bostic who's the veteran. He's only playing right now because the younger guys aren't ready to play yet. So I don't really see the point in a Bernard McKinney right now. I mean, I guess maybe another body in the linebacker room, but I just don't see him playing much anyway.
I can agree with that. Rio?
Yeah, I agree with that too. I mean, he's probably better. He's for sure probably better than like a Khaleke Hudson who's still learning the speed of the game. He looks terrible versus Baltimore, by the way. I hit up close and
he got spanked.
But We got 4 bodies, and Ron said we're not done at the position yet. But my preference would be if we were to pick up a linebacker, go hit up the team that's clearly tanking and having a fire sale and see if we can get Zach Cunningham from the Texans. Call them up and go get a 26-year-old linebacker with some upside who we can get some good years out of before he turns 30 years old. I'd rather do that than to go the Mckinney or KJ Wright route personally. And Mckinney, yeah, he's 28 years old, but get some more upside in the building and some more youth. That's what I would do rather than pick up the guy who was just really for reasons. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Lou?
Yeah, I don't have a problem if they wanted to get Benardrick McKinney. Like I said, he fits in the timeline that we're putting together. He's 28 years old. He's got upside still. Here's my thing is he was once a core piece of the Texans defense. They throw him in a trade. So obviously they felt like they could give up on him. He goes to Miami and they wanted him, obviously, which is why they took him in the trade. And then they abruptly released him. So something's off to me there. Like 2 teams decided they were going to pass on you, essentially. The team that drafted you gave you a contract, and then the team that traded for you decides that you're not good enough to make their roster. Something's not right there. But with that said, it could be a schematics fit or whatever the case may be. I don't know. But I know the guy's talented, and I know we lack depth at linebacker. So he's 28 years old. Really talented football player. I wouldn't mind bringing him in. I don't have a problem with it. But again, because if you tell me, hey, him or John Bostic, I know what John Bostic is. Let me see what Bernard McKinney can do in this defense. You know what I mean? And they're right around the same age. So I wouldn't mind swapping out Bostic for Benardrick McKinney. But again, it'll be interesting to see because they're going to do something at linebacker. I can't imagine them thinking that 4 is enough. So yeah, that's something's going to be done.
Yeah, something at linebacker. Something. Manny?
Yeah, man, I said bring him in. I mean, it can't hurt. I mean, Pro Bowler in 2018.
I said 143 better.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, bring him in. Let's just see what happens. If it doesn't work, you let him go.
Agreed. I'll take the super chat real quick. Getting my kicking leg ready to replace Dustin Hopkins. We're gonna talk about him. We're gonna talk about him very, very briefly. I ain't gonna waste my time with D Hop or Dustin or hop, skip, jump, whatever you want to call that, man. But I don't waste too much time with that.
That's Sugarfoot.
Sugarfoot. Man, trash foot. That's what he is. His foot is trash. My man got the foot with the plantar fascia on that joint. That joint trash, bro. That joint away. Prof 44 shout out to South for the Watch Football Team Roundtable comment. Love the roster. The depth is getting there. Who are some guys you see us looking to claim at linebacker? We already talked about Bernard McKinney. I would like to trade for Zach Cunningham. I completely agree with Rio. Give me Zach Cunningham. I'll take Zach Cunningham. The Texans are trash. They need to give it to everybody. They're trash. Throw the whole team away.
They said everybody's available. They said hit our line. They said everybody's available. You already know they coming for #1 overall this year, and they already know it.
I don't think everyone's available. Maybe Larry Tunsil might not be, but everyone else is available. I think Larry Tunsil. But yeah, I'll take Zach Cunningham over Bernard McKinney. But I wouldn't mind Bernard McKinney. I wouldn't mind getting KJ Wright, but like y'all said, good points. He is 32 years of age. Does not match the timeline. We're not completely in win now mode. Like we need to win now, like yesterday. Like we're not in that mode yet. So KJ Wright doesn't make sense. I love the player, but the timeline doesn't make sense. So yeah, Bernard McKinney for me, or trade for Zach Cunningham. That's the guys I would be looking for. How about you guys?
No, I do really like that trade for Zach Cunningham option. I didn't think of that until Rio brought it up. I do like it. It depends on what the compensation would be, but that would be ideal to add Zach Cunningham to this defense. Just makes it even faster. They've been preaching speed all off season.
Yeah, the biggest issue with that is I don't think they want to give up trade compensation. I don't think they want to give up draft picks. You know how important that is when you're trying to re-sign guys on your defensive line, and you got Terry coming up and Cole Holcomb coming up, and guys you really like. You can't be giving away draft assets because
drafting a quarterback soon too.
You need
I
cheap
was just
labor.
about to say.
Yeah, it's too much. I mean, if you can get a dude for free 99, why are you gonna give up a draft pick? So
agree. I mean, if it's a 6th, 7th round pick, I'll do it.
But the Texans said hit our line, but they ain't say we giving everything away. They still know.
This ain't a God sale.
Football
This ain't a God sale. This ain't the fresh store. This ain't the fresh.
They ain't giving everything away.
This ain't the fresh store, my man. This ain't the fresh store, cuz.
Oh yeah.
But next I use the hashtag Santiago, but I'm gonna take a comment anyway. Are you concerned with Humphries and Mrs. Patrick not showing chemistry in the preseason games they played so far? I'll start with this one. No concern at all. Because I think he needs to create chemistry with other receivers, not just Adam Humphries. I don't think it's a big problem because they play at Tampa for 3 years, something like that. They'll get together. I'm more concerned with the chemistry around the other guys. Like, why Terry didn't get the ball a bunch in the preseason? What's up with that? Hey, the other guys, the Army. Like, I need them to get chemistry with Ryan Fitzpatrick. We know Ryan Fitzpatrick and Adam Humphries can do the kind of music they sing. They sing touchdowns and first downs a lot. That's what they do. Okay, so I'm not worried about it. How about you guys?
I'm not worried about it too much, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, I don't think
it's too early for me to be worried about anything. I haven't seen meaningful football or our real regular season offense yet. We've seen all Manila nonsense. It's the preseason. Just to go out, break try to get some rhythm going. If you don't, oh well, these games don't count. I'll let you ask me in a couple of weeks once the season gets going.
Fat American shot for the super chat. I did not see it. Sorry about that, bro. Bro, at this point, I'd rather have good no. Let's get to Dustin Hopkins. There's a lot of Dustin Hopkins talk. Do y'all think Dustin Hopkins needs to go? And as Louie T would say, much faster than slow. Or do you think we need to give Dustin Hopkins one more chance? You know what I'm saying? Like the song. I will start with Louie on this one. Actually.
I was just about to say, y'all give that man one more chance. I mean, yeah. And at the end of the day, so with Dustin Hopkins, that's my guy. But at the end of the day, this is a results-based league. I talk about it being the Janet Jackson league. What have you done for me lately?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, yeah. And at the end of the season last year, he was splitting them uprights. That's what Ron talked about. Like, look, man, this guy finished 13 or 14 last year at the end of the season, and he made some big kicks down the stretch. So they're going off of that and less off of the start. I mean, I remember the first 8-9 games of the season, I was like, hey, D-Hop, if we got to kick 3 or more kicks, he going to miss one. It's guaranteed. I was like, go ahead, get it out your system early so we can make sure we get them joints later in the game when we need them. But at the end of the season, he was money. And now they got a new operation, so they kind of want to see if this thing can kind of gel and mesh together. At the end of the day, I've seen kickers, man. I've been a fan a long time. I've seen a lot of kickers come and go through this place. Be careful what you wish for, okay? A lot of y'all are out here thinking the grass is greener on the other side. Just wait. I'm telling you, it's probably not. Now it could be. It could be, but it might not be too. It's slippery slope. I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a better chance that it's not than it is. But that's not a reason not to switch kickers, though. I don't want to tell you this is the best we can do because it doesn't have to be. But it's a lot of bad field goal kickers out there, man. He can't do what he did last year and keep his job, though. 79%, or I think he was 76 last year. That's unacceptable in this league. Unacceptable. Yep. You got to be over 80%, and you should be closer to 85 than 80. But I think he has it in him. I do think he has it.
Yeah, because when I checked the field goal percentage last year, I think he was like 22nd with 83 points. He was 83.3% with his kicks, which is for kickers is bad.
He was 76% last year.
Oh, for real? I could have sworn it was 80.
No, he was 76 last year. The man missed like eight or 9 kicks last year. He was terrible last year, early in the season. He got it together late, but he missed a bunch of kicks, man. You can't be below 80%.
Extra points too.
Yeah, everything. I mean, you think about
correct. You are correct. 2019, he was 83%.
Yeah, no, he was good before last year. Last year was really bad.
Last year he was 79.9. He was almost 80.
Almost 80. That's unacceptable.
That's unacceptable. That's trash. Dog Gunner Super Chat. Andrew Thomas is trash. Chase Eats. Ramon for the 53. I'm done with this man, bro. This Ramon crap. I can't deal with it. All right. Hey, we got use Louie T. Look, I know I love Louie. Not Louie Show, okay?
Yeah, exactly, man. Y'all, come on now. Y'all got to follow the rules, man. Y'all using wrong hashtags and stuff. What y'all doing?
Hey, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all.
Come on, Greg.
Come on, man. Thank you.
On,
Even Louie saying it, and this comment's for him. But I guess I can take it too while I'm at it. If Fitzpatrick doesn't work, how many games Heineke will win? Can we stop this bull? Louie, just go. I'm done. I'm done with this Heineke.
You know how to answer that question exactly.
I don't really know what you want me to say. I mean, it's hard. It's hard to answer the question because you don't know what the situation is. I don't really know what you want from me on that one. Like, if Fitzpatrick isn't working,
he's the right hashtag the second time.
If he's not working and it's early in the season, who's to say that we don't have injuries? I mean, it's so many different circumstances and reasons as to why something doesn't work. If the team's playing well, but Fitzpatrick isn't, that could be a different story. But then if he does, let's say Fitzpatrick, God forbid, something happened to him in the second game. Heineke still got to play against Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes. It's a lot of really good quarterbacks. Josh Allen, like, it's hard to really say. It's hard to say what will happen. Is you got to be more specific than if he gets hurt. How many games? He could get hurt in week 15. Heineke playing 2 games. He win 1 game. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the excitement for Heineke. The excitement for Heineke just run is wild. That playoff performance, it was electrifying, but his sample size isn't enough to nitpick it yet. He hasn't been able to go out and play bad games. He was on the street if not for a quarterback getting hurt here. He would not have been signed here if we didn't need a body in the building. He went most of the season without a job, and there was a reason for that. I think we need to humble ourselves and not look at that playoff performance for more than it was, which was 1 performance.
And to piggyback on that, I mean, with Taylor Heineke, like him a lot, but again, like Rio said, the sample size is so small, and we have not seen him game plan for by defenses. Most of the time we've seen him has been preseason, and like we've already been talking about, they don't do any game planning for preseason at all. So we haven't seen him game plan for. He's a shorter quarterback that likes to roll out to his right. I'm pretty sure defenses would hone in on that all week and be like, let's just not allow that to happen. So we would have to see how he would adapt against that. So I'll prefer if Ryan Fitzpatrick can stay out there as long as possible. He presents a higher ceiling in a way. And Taylor Heineke, I'm just afraid of and then durability. Taylor Heineke, every game he started, he's gotten hurt. So we got to see. I like him a lot, but I'm not out here saying, man, we got to get rid of Ryan Fitzpatrick for Taylor Heineke at all.
Oh, Manny,
I'm with you. I agree. I mean, even looking at the preseason game, what I saw out of Taylor Heineke is he'll take off and run without even reading the field. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you are a quarterback. Look and see who's open before you run the ball. I mean, he gives us that dynamicness of, he can run and scramble and make plays. I get that. But you have to be able to assess the field. And what I saw out of Fitzpatrick was he was able to read the field and make the right play. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, Fitzpatrick, he's going to throw it up there. He can be Fitzmagic, Fitztragic. That's that 50-50 chance that you take. But guess what? Fitz gives you that chance. He's smarter. So I want to see Fitz start all 17 games and at least have one quarterback play the entire season. And we say, you know what? That's our guy for this season. Then when next season comes, we do what we got to do.
Please.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to ask the question. If Ryan Fitzpatrick thinks it up, how many wins can Taylor Heineke have? Who the heck knows, first off. Secondly, as much as I despise Fitzpatrick, y'all know me. If y'all subscribe to Pro Sports Network, y'all know daggone well I don't like no daggone Ryan Fitzpatrick. I have a video that says Ryan Fitzpatrick is trash. So you already know how I feel about him. So I don't have to say no more. So, if Fitzpatrick gets bid for bad play, we about to have a long season. and not in a good way at all. This might be 2019 all over again. We might have prom. So
I don't even want to talk about that.
They see Rio understand what I'm saying.
Look,
We gonna get spanked if we got throw tail out there. We getting spanked. That's all I'm gonna say.
Or could be like last year. The division could just be trash. We could have a chance.
Hey, Louie.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Because I'm looking around at the rest of the division. If Dak Prescott ain't healthy, I'm like, hey man.
Oh, they're bad. They're bad if he's not healthy.
If Dak ain't healthy, they're a 5-6-win team.
I'm not just talking about them though. I'm talking about the rest of the division. I'm looking around like, if Dak Prescott is not out there, I'm looking around at the rest of the division saying, hey man, Birdman hand rub. Let's go.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
The Giants are in disarray right now. I mean,
their offensive line is horrible.
And then we're talking about our free agent signings not being available to play. Is Adoree Jackson going to be available? Is Kenny Golladay going to be available? And even before Kenny Golladay got hurt, he was dropping passes.
The all injured team.
And like everybody else retiring.
Boy, people are manning the ship. There's no discipline.
Hey, quick story on this though. I know Joe Looney's sister personally. She called me. It was the most funniest phone call ever. So, yo, what's up? She was like, hey, the Giants suck. This organization is retarded. Joe Judge is a moron. My brother said, I'm out of here. Dang, what's the hate? What happened here? Then they got in a fight, and Joe tried to break it up, and they had to run laps for 2 hours. 2 hours? Oh, hell no, I'm gone, too. I'm in the league 8 years. You going to make me run laps for 2 hours. You feel about to stay on this team? Lost your damn mind. I'm out of here too. Nice knowing you. Lost your mind. What? That was the
Patriots guys. They cut.
That was the most funny conversation. I said I was rolling. She's like, I call you back. So he called her. She called me back. I was like, yeah, he pissed off about this. I don't think he'll be on this team much longer. Next day, he retires. I was like, what? Hilarious, bro. That was the most funny.
And then the Eagles are so bad. Deshaun Watson said, I wouldn't even waive my trade clause to go to that team. The division is in disarray. We may end up winning this division again by default, just by having the best defense and the best coaching, the better coaching staff.
Let me ask y'all this before, because I'm about to have to go. Let me ask y'all this if I get out of here. When's the last time we've been able to say our organization is the most stable in the NFC East?
Never in my lifetime.
Never
in my adulthood. Never my adulthood.
It's a miracle.
And I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
This is the greatest day of my life. I love this game. Football. Yes.
Football, yes, stop. We take free comment. Look at Louie.
Day or night.
You're came a long way, man.
We did, man. A long way.
You see what getting rid of Bruce Allen does for your organization, man? Lord,
it does
wonders, man.
Wonders.
Baptize the whole building.
That was just half the equation. That was just half of the equation, though, because you had to go get a competent head coach that could run the ship too.
Yeah, that's true too.
You know what I mean?
And
we could have got
that. A good front office too. That's like 1/3.
Could you imagine if a lot of fans out there wanted Kevin O'Connell to be the head coach? Could you imagine if he would have been the head coach? Like, oh my God. That's why you can't listen to fans, man.
No bullshit. So we drafted quarterback in the 3rd round since those seem to be our hits. Look, draft the quarterback. We need to draft the quarterback. I'm draft quarterback in the first
round. And if we got to make a significant move up and win the division again, pay the goddamn price, because if you hit on him and you love a guy, no one cares what you paid for him. Nobody cares what the Chiefs and the Texans paid for Watson and Mahomes when they had to come up from the 20s to go get him. Go get your guy.
Houston might care now. Watson out here cheating on his girlfriend with masseuses. He might care now.
I wish it was as simple as cheating, man. My man out here. I'm not even gonna speak on that. You know, I don't even want to comment on that.
We not. You're a wild turkey. That's what we'll say.
Hey, y'all,
He's a wild
I'm out,
rooster with his head cut
I
off.
appreciate y'all.
Hey.
I'm out. I'm exiting stage.
I
Appreciate you, boss.
Y'all be easy, man.
Thanks for
You too,
coming.
man. Thanks for Lou, man. Appreciate you coming, bro.
All right. Man. Hey, I got
Shout
rock
out
too.
to Louie
I'm about to
T,
go
man.
record something else too, man.
Oh, all right, man.
All right.
Shout out to you, Rio. Appreciate you, bro, man. Appreciate
Nice meeting you, man.
Hey, nice. Hey, we got a link for the season. We definitely gotta do something, man.
Oh yeah, man. Hey, you got my number. All out. Hey. I'm me and Rico in Atlanta. Hey, I'm gonna need man to take that flight up from Nashville.
I might be in ATL as well. I think I'm coming down for that game.
For real.
Right up the street, 2 hours away.
I got a baby coming, but hopefully the baby don't get here.
Hey, if you do, you let me know, man. I'm gonna give my number, man. We're gonna make that happen. What's that?
Hey,
man,
I might have to carpool with you, Tone.
Hey, let me know, bro. Hit my line, bro. Hey, you want? Let me know, bro.
You killing it out here. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. You
sure,
too, bro.
Rio. Definitely.
Appreciate you, Rio. Appreciate you, bro. And shout out to the gang, man. Appreciate y'all. So now there's 3 Musketeers in the building now. So how you?
Well, first of all, I wanted to note that this has been a bad day for Georgia with the Cam Newton situation, Deshaun Watson. This stream has been a little ugly for me. I've just been in the background crying on the inside. It's a lot going on with Georgia, guys from Georgia today. It hurts, but you know, I'm ready to move on.
Oh yeah, dang, we missed one of Louie's comments, but we'll answer for Louie in his place. How concerned you guys for this first game against the Chargers? I saw with Manny and Rico and myself.
All right, what was the question again? I'm sorry.
How concerned we are about week 1?
Look, I'm not worried at all. You know why? Justin Herbert hasn't played. Austin Eckler hasn't played preseason, and neither has Keenan Allen. These guys are going to be rusty. I don't care who you are. There's nobody is superhuman to be able to just come out of nowhere and just start balling out of control. So I think we're going to get to the quarterback a lot. We're going to eat. I'm predicting anywhere between 5 to 7 sacks. So that's my prediction. I think we win that game. But it is going to be tough. They are a tough team. I'm not saying that we just dominate like that, but it is going to be a tough team. It is going to be quite a battle, but not worried at all.
What about you, Rico?
I agree wholeheartedly. That was exactly what I was about to say. I mean, even Pat Mahomes played a lot in the preseason, and he's considered the best quarterback in the NFL.
Football,
you need to gain rhythm with your players, with your team. Granted, the Chiefs are a slightly special situation. He's trying to learn the offensive line. So is Justin Herbert. They revamped that offensive line. Like Manny said, Keenan Allen hasn't played. Yeah, Austin Eckler hasn't played. Justin Herbert hasn't played. I've said this in a video. If the Cowboys with the Dak Prescott situation and their offensive line being hurt and players being on COVID, the Chargers and maybe the Bengals with Joe Burrow, those are probably the 3 teams you want to play week 1 the most out of the entire NFL. So even though I do feel like the Chargers are good enough to be a playoff team this year, catching them week 1 is the best time to catch them all year. I feel like we definitely looked up playing them week 1 versus a lot of these other teams, or playing the Chargers another week in the season.
I'm gonna say this most simple and most clean way I can. We whooping their ass week 1. All right, we spanking them, get them out of here. Nice knowing them. Justin Herbert don't want no smoke with this defense. I love me Justin Herbert, by the way. I'm a big Justin Herbert guy. Justin Herbert don't want no smoke with this defense, and I don't think that I don't think in the Chargers defense hasn't played a lot in the preseason either. Their stars haven't played a lot defensively or offensively. So I think they're gonna be rusty defensively too. Like you gotta get Kenneth Murray. Used to this defense with Brandon Staley, a new head coach too, so a new defensive system. They gotta get Kenneth Murray and these guys, and Derwin James coming out from the injury with the ACL, trying to get him together. It's too much going on for these guys at the preseason. They're gonna be rusty and they're gonna get caught slipping, and we're gonna spank these boys and get them up out of here for the first half. Get them out of here. Hey, by the way, if you live in DC, come to proper 21 K Street. We have a nice little reservation over there. Watch the game, chill out, sip a little, talk a little trash. And by the first half, we're going to be celebrating. We're going to spank these boys, get them out of here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, and to add to that, yes, sir. And to add to that, Chase Young this is going to be probably the most motivated he's been going into a game. He's been seeing this trash talk of Rashawn Slater in college and things like that. If Chase Young has anybody's poster on his ceiling when he wakes up or in the locker room when he's working out, it's a picture of Rashawn Slater. Like, he's going to punish that man for all of this trash talk. It's just like Michael Jordan with what's his name? With where he didn't personally talk trash from the Portland Trailblazers, where it wasn't his fault, but the fans talked them up, and then now Michael Jordan had to make an example out of him. I feel like Chase Young is going to do the same thing with Rashawn Slater.
Can Fitz lead deep into the playoffs? One word answer this, John. We're gonna talk about this a little deeply, because I think he's gonna give us a playoff berth. Deep in the playoffs, I think that's a little, yeah.
It's all on the defense. We go as far as this defense goes. We finally get a quarterback that can give us enough. That means enough plays to score points, to be in the game and to, have a groove. Now, can he lead us deep into the playoffs? I don't know. It's going to take some magical things to happen. We're talking about a punt return, a safety, a sack strip, so I'm not going to put the game on Fitz. I'm just going to say, look, I'll be happy to get to the playoffs, and then whatever happens, happens. I think we can win a game in the playoffs, but I don't know about a deep run. Like I said, we'll have to have a defense that's like limiting people down to like under 17 points, lead the league in lead the league in sacks, lead the league in takeaways. I think that's the key. Takeaways in the short field, we got a shot. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I don't know.
And that's a good point, because even on top of that, Ryan Fitzpatrick has never played in the playoffs yet. I feel like we will finally give him that, because he looked pretty good for the Dolphins in limited action. And the Dolphins, he was the better quarterback between him and Tua that year specifically. Not saying Tua is never going to be better than Ryan Fitzpatrick, but I think they went 10-6 last year and still didn't make the playoffs. So that's kind of, even though we talk about Ryan Fitzpatrick not making it to the playoffs before, but the Dolphins were 10-6. The AFC was just a really tough division to make it into the playoffs last year. I think with this team, first of all, the situation is better around them. He even said that the receiving group is better. The offensive line is better. The defense is definitely better overall. I think he can get us at least to the playoffs. Deep playoff run is a different story, though. We'll see.
Facts.
Okay, so what WC now, since y'all here, when the heck does a fantasy draft start? Look, I will have a fantasy draft this Sunday. Okay, it's only for subscribers. If you subscribe to the channel, cool. Actually, I'm making another exception. If you're a Watch Full Team YouTuber or a subscriber, you can join the league. I definitely want Rico in it, because Rico be getting it in. Rico was spanked our league last year. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't think I got to play Rico. I only had to play him fantasy last year. Even I did, I think I lost anyway, so I don't care. But yeah, if y'all want to go ahead and do that, man, I'm gonna have it this Sunday. I will put my Discord in the chat, and we'll go ahead and add on Discord, and the link will be from the Discord server. So make it a little easier for y'all to go ahead and do that. Shout out to Rio for stopping by after he was on the panel. Very appreciate you, bro. And hey, this is lit to have you on, man. I hope you guys are new families of Rio Robinson's channel, Rambling with Rio Robinson. Very appreciate y'all. If I did that for me, good looking out. Hit that like button. Protect you the quarterback. I'm tired looking for a quarterback. That's funny. I'm gonna throw a bunch of picks. I ain't gonna like that.
Oh, I wanted to say what's up to DC Big Oso, y'all. I think I saw earlier he said he had a rough day today, so I just wanted to make sure we said what's up to him, and
what's up, man. Keep it all that. Yeah, man. Hey, hope you're doing well, bro. Keep your head up, my guy. This defense might be worse this season because of so many elite quarterbacks. Thoughts on that?
Look, I'm not worried about any of the quarterbacks that we're playing. I'm not worried about any. Look, we want to be a team that gains some respect, right? We talk about, we got 4 first rounders on the defensive line. We got, shut down defense. We, this and that, improve this. Look, if you want to be a good team, you want to get better, you got to play those teams like the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs and the, Tampa Bay, Bucks. You want all the smoke. You want that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be beating down on Dallas's quarterback, DiMucci, whatever his name was last year, or you're playing this backup or that backup. You want the best. Chase Young says he's the best. We want to see it. We want to see you versus Patrick Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? We want to call out all these guys that say that they're great players, and we want to see it in prime time. We want to see it when it matters. And that's when you'll know how good of a team we are. You know what I'm saying? This team can be very good, and we can be okay.
Yes,
we
we
can
do.
be mediocre. So I'm looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? I want all the smoke. I want Josh Allen. I want Mahomes. I want Brady. I just want to see what we look like versus the best.
Couldn't have said it better, man. I agree wholeheartedly. I didn't even look at it that way, and that has me more hyped about the team because I do feel like we need to measure ourselves against the best of the best. We can't talk about we're the best defense in the NFL, and like you said, we're just
we playing mediocre offenses all the time. Yeah, we got to play the best of the best. You got to beat the best to be the best. You got to spank these boys, humble them. We got to play these elite off. We got to tell the Chargers, Justin Herbert, I don't care, offensive rookie of the year. We about to humble you today. Get on the ground 6 times. Stop playing with us. We see Patrick Mahomes. Hey, Mahomes, we know you're the best quarterback in the league. We know that, but no 30 points for you today. Okay, no 4 touchdowns. No Tyreek Hill for 80 yards this way, and no Miko Harmon for 60 yards. No, we gotta say no. Enough. No. Oh, Bills, Josh Allen. You want all the smoke with you, bro. I don't care. You threw 40 touchdowns last year. You ain't throwing none today. No, we gotta spank these boys, man. We gotta spank these boys, bro. Simple. I don't want to get swept by the Giants again. No one wants to get swept by the Giants again.
I mean, the quarterback sold both of those games, and I just feel like I feel like we definitely have a good chance to sweep them this time because Kyle Allen didn't. Was it Alex Smith the next time or something? It was some. Our quarterback sold us both games.
Hey, street scores. Was it the quarterbacks or was it Scott Turner?
I mean,
might be a mix of both. I'm gonna definitely blame Kyle Allen more, especially for one of them. But yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of Scott Turner. Again,
I'm gonna give Kyle Allen some credit though, and he did have the turnover to put him up late. He did march him down the field. Did march down the field, got in the end zone, and Ron just said, "Look, bro, we're gonna tie the game, going to overtime." Would have beat them boys. They weren't gonna beat us in overtime. They ain't want no smoke. We had all the momentum. Kyle Allen was like Tom Brady out there for like a minute and a half, but he was out there playing well. He was out there going crazy, like throwing touchdown to Cam Sims in the back of the end zone. Picture perfect, just so supple. He was going crazy. He was spanking them boys. We would have beat them if we had won the overtime. Ron went too far. Okay, I got you. I got you, man. I got you, bro. I'm probably about to wrap it up in a second anyway. Fat American with a cut. That's facts, bro. The Niners a couple seasons ago played shutdown defense, whoever offense was. We gotta spank these boys, man. We gotta stop playing with them. Okay, I got you. We gonna wrap it up at 9, actually. We got thoughts on Cosme, Jamin, and St. Jude. I'll start with Manny, Rico, and myself.
Let me see the question. It says,
my fault. What are your thoughts on Samuel Cosme, Jamin Davis, and Benjamin St. Jude?
Hey, Cosme's ready. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say that Cosme is more ready than I thought he would be. Like I was thinking, maybe ease him in, but he's ready. You know what I'm saying? You look at Jamin Davis; he looks kind of confused. He's trying to figure things out. He's only gotten a few snaps here and there. So Jamin Davis is the wild card. If he blows up, we're going to be a powerful team come regular season. St. Juice, I love the swag. I love what he brings to the table. But it's all been camps and preseason. Let's see what he does versus some of these bigger wide receivers. He's talking the talk. Let's see if he can walk the walk when the regular season gets.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I'm probably a little bit higher on St. Juice, but that is a great point that everything he's done has been in camp. Whereas Samuel Cosme, of course, a lot of things he's done has been in camp and preseason. He's going against the best of the best. He's blocking against Chase Young and Montez Sweat every day in practice. Going against these other defensive lines is going to be like, man, this is a sigh of relief. So I'm like, in order, I would say Samuel Cosme 1A, Benjamin St. Juice 1B. I think Benjamin St. Juice is ready. Again, it has been practice, but it's been all types of receivers. He's done really well against Cam Sims, Terry McLaurin, Adam Humphries. All three have different play styles. And then you have Jamin Davis. I agree. big wild card right now, but if he works out, he takes our defense to another level. I remember somebody put like a Twitter poll like a couple of months ago, soon after we drafted Jamin Davis. Who would you prefer to have an all-pro season? It was like Chase Young, William Jackson, Jamin Davis, and a few others. Jamin Davis to me was the pick because we already know Chase Young is going to be great. I'm expecting a lot out of William Jackson. If Jamin Davis plays at an all-pro level, kind of like what Devin White did to the Buccaneers defense last year,
Rico, my man. You killed that question. Hey, Corey, what's up, bro?
My boy Corey was
What's
good.
up?
What up, Corey?
What's up? I'm late. What's up, the rent fellas?
That's good.
Where man to go? Oh man,
What's up?
Man,
He left. Oh, see you, man. I appreciate you.
Man, go.
what's going on? What's up,
How'd you
Corey?
get Manny on here? How'd you get Manny on here early? That's all I want to know. That's the magic of Protect right there.
What's
up, Rico?
What's good, Corey, man? How you been?
How you been, man? What's shaking, man?
Hey, man, nothing much. Just living.
Love you too, Brody.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Just
sir.
living.
Man, same here, bro. So we'll take a couple of questions. Well, y'all know who Corey is, man. On the Warpath, go hit that sub button if you have not already. I will put his channel in the chat, so you guys go hit that sub button. My man got all the exclusive interviews. I call him the interview man. Him and Natty from DMV Sports Zone. Those are the interview guys. They get all the dope interviews. I don't get those. I don't get those. They the goats. They the goats, man. They do their thing. So shout to both of them. But we got Corey in the house. What's up, Corey?
Yeah. Hey, not much, man. I'm sorry that I was so late. I had to work, so I double booked myself. But we're good now. And I got
my! But got a little guy. You and Tim on the mall, Jared. I mean, y'all chill. What's up, Ivo? So we're gonna say a couple questions.
What's up, Ivo?
Watch any concern of our first team offense didn't score a touchdown in the preseason. We'll start with Corey since Corey got in here. I'll go ahead and go, and then we'll have Rico. So you have any concerns?
I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned about it. You know, I think people are overreacting to they're not scoring a touchdown. I mean, it was vanilla from what we saw. Scott, I mean, it was like 3 or 4 plays we saw consecutively. Scott ran the same play, right? So I don't think they were really looking to show anything. You know, I think the more damning situation is the fact that Dustin Hopkins hasn't had any competition here, and that is the biggest problem that I've seen is Dustin Hopkins doesn't have any competition. But other than that, I'm not concerned about the offense. They're gonna do what they do. With that defense, I'm not too worried about it. Fitzmagic, I'm not believing in Fitzmagic. I believe in Fitzmagic, but I'm like, I reserve the right to tell you, the people who love Fitzmagic, I told you so. So that's what I'm saying for. I'm on both sides of that.
Yeah, I don't mean to interrupt. I do have to say something real quick. Oh man, hold on. Yeah, Corey Lab is very infectious. Hey, Michael, you gotta go, bro. You know what about disrespect my guests on here? So you gotta go. You gotta go. Simple. Hey, Ma, take care of that now. It's like 16 of y'all. Get them out of here. I mean, my fault. My opinion on the first team offense. My concern is this. It's like this minuscule. It's like this small. It's a slight concern. But I think it'll be fine. Let's the regular season, the first 3 or 4 weeks and extension of the preseason, they'll be all right. They'll start scoring points for it. Fitzmagic will be Fitzmagic, and then we'll have his Fitz tragic moments. It ain't gonna be what it is. It is what it is. I'm not worried, man. How about you, Rico?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it either. Mostly because we saw some bright spots in that first preseason game. The first preseason game, Ryan Fitzpatrick looked like he'd been throwing to Logan Thomas for a few years now. And then Ron Rivera, after that bad preseason game from the Bengals, said that Ryan Fitzpatrick was basically going out there looking a little antsy. It was like a simulation. It was dress rehearsal. So he wanted to go out there and he was kind of pressing the issue too much. Ron Rivera and I agree. Feels like once we get the week 1 against the Chargers, everybody's gonna calm down. We're gonna be pretty good. And I agree with Corey that like this Dustin Hopkins situation does scare me. But we'll see, man. He catches late. He catches fire late. Like I think he was the last 6 games of the season last year. Hopefully he can catch fire way sooner because we're gonna need it.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna take a couple more questions. I know Rico got to go at 9 o'clock, right, Rio?
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir.
we'll probably me and Corey probably be on about 9:15 or so. So I gotta go too. I got things to do. I got to work in the morning, all that kind of crap. But yeah, I'm a super morning person these days. You guys have a stat prediction for Chase Young and Montez Sweat? I'm gonna start with Rico because Rico is the stat guy. So we're gonna start Rico and then Corey and then me.
All right, I try not to be too biased to my boy Montez Sweat. He's from Stone Mountain, right over there. And I think but I do honestly think he's gonna eat up because teams are really gonna have to game plan for Chase Young, and I think they're gonna game plan for Montez Sweat as well. Montez Sweat got double teamed more often last year than people think. But I think Chase Young is about to ascend into that Aaron Donald conversation type of thing, honestly, and I think Montez Sweat is going to be able to eat off of it. I think it's going to be vice versa. I think Chase Young is going to be able to eat because he has Montez Sweat on the other side. But I think Montez Sweat is definitely going to be the bigger beneficiary of playing with Chase Young, and Chase Young will be a Montez Sweat. I think Montez Sweat is going to be able to clean up on a lot of plays where Chase Young, when he gets to the backfield, the running back that's on blitz pickup is going to pick him up before he picks up Montez Sweat. Montez Sweat will be able to get that to the quarterback. I feel like just little things like that will lead to Montez Sweat probably having the better statistical season.
Yeah. Corey?
Yeah, going off what Rico said, I said this last year that Chase could probably have more impactful season, but Montez Sweat would have reap the benefits on the stat sheet. And we saw that last year. He had more sacks, right? I think you see more of the same there. I think both of these cats are capable of double-digit sacks.
For sure.
I think, let's just say 24. I'll say 12 and 12 for each. But I think Montez definitely gets 12 sacks. Chase might get 10,
we got it.
But so I like those guys to get about 24 altogether because they're going to need it anyway with the depth of pass rusher that's not there right now. So that's my stat prediction right there for those cats.
All right, for me,
and I forgot to give mine. I would probably say 16 and 11. Sweat 16, Chase Young 11. Yeah, I'm going big.
Damn! I try to refrain from the cursing on here, but damn! Like that. Don't say go kind of chill out a little bit on this one. I think they're gonna go crazy. Don't get me wrong now. I'm gonna give Chase 10.5. But I'm gonna give you a bonus. 6 forced fumbles.
I like that.
5 of them recovered. And go nuts. Montez can get 11.5 sack, and he gets another defensive touchdown. So
I like that.
22 sacks between both of those guys, 6 forced fumbles, and a defensive touchdown between those guys. They're gonna go nuts. They're gonna be the best pass rushing duo in football. They're gonna destroy the league.
For sure.
Destroy. WFT Roundtable. Shout out to Jerry Sports Takes. Go subscribe to Jerry Sports Takes, by the way. Shout out to 99. We got in the building with that sub button. Terry was this. Okay. I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna read this very, very carefully because I gotta have to woosah and not be biased here. Terry was myself as top 3, top 5 receiver this year. I'm tired of people disrespecting my man. People need to put respect on his name. I'm gonna start this one. Me and my homies had a conversation the other night. I can find the thread because we text too much in this group chat with him. But Jason was saying in the top 20 receivers in football. I said Terry was at 16.
Mm-hmm.
My friend said he was. My friend Al said he's at 20. That's a little too low. My boy Reese said he's at 11. And all my other friends said about between 12 and 16. Around there. So I don't think he's a that first. before you say he's top 5. I can't say top 5. You got guys like Julio and D-Hop and Tay Adams and Keenan Allen and even Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, whenever he comes back. There's a lot of wide receivers in the NFL. I can't put him in the top 5. That now, given he had bad quarterback play, still produced, but that bad quarterback play hurt. So I can't say top 5. I think he needs to live ourselves a top 10 receiver.
She had left before she left.
Rico.
Yeah, so I agree. Basically, the way I would word it is that I feel like he hasn't done enough. Granted, it's not necessarily his fault for the most part. It's been his quarterbacks. But I do feel like he has top 5 wide receiver potential, but I definitely wouldn't put him there yet. That's disrespectful to the other guys that have already been doing it, especially longer than he has. And or more, Julio Jones is just a freak of nature. Terry McLaurin's kind of in his own right with him being a 4-3 guy. But again, I feel like especially within this offense, Scott Turner, Ryan Fitzpatrick are going to want to throw it deep. There's other weapons, so you can't double team and game plan the stop team. He's going to have a lot of I think he can earn at least the top 8 spot this season, but I definitely wouldn't give it to him week 1 against the Chargers. He has to go out there and earn it.
Did you hear me?
Your turn, Paul.
This is something so this is something I feel passionate about. The fact that Terry McLaurin is not on the top 100, right? He's the top 15 receivers. They had 19 receivers on the field. I think he's going to, like, they legitimate. And the most egregious thing that they did was the fact that they put that video out on Twitter today. That was spitting in Terry. That was spitting in his face. The fact that they actually put that out there is egregious and it's disgusting. But this guy is going to go up, and he will be in the top 10 of the NFL. He's going to be in the top 10 of the receivers. The dude does that. I had Logan Paulson on last week, and he said, he kind of was like, he made me reframe how I was thinking about it. But at the end of the day, you can't tell me that this cat is not better than, I just got Beasley and Corey. I'm going to be terrible with the Jets Davis. That's all. That's not going to happen. He's a top 10 receiver. He will be it. The only reason why he probably didn't get he had four receiving touchdowns last year, but he cooks when you need him to. So I don't know. I think he's gonna be a top 10, like you said, Rico. He's gonna get in that 8 spot at least next year. He will be a top 10 receiver. If it's not, barring injury, he will be it because the man has more quarterbacks, like probably more quarterbacks than Protech had girlfriends in high school for the most part. Like he probably had, we know Tony had about look, y'all know Tony had about like 7 girls in high school per week. So he had one for every day of the week. Every day they ended in Y. That's how many quarterbacks that Terry had. And he still was productive, family.
Oh my God.
Exactly.
That was hilarious.
Hey man, I was late. Hey Tony, I was late, but I'll never miss though for you, brother. You know that.
Appreciate you, bro. And I agree with the whole Terry point. I think he's gonna end up being right in the top 10. He's gonna get in the top 10. He's gonna sneak in there. And I'm tired of this whole Amari Cooper Bevan Terry thing. It's pissing me off. I'm about to start smacking these Amari Cooper dudes. I'm tired of it. Amari Cooper ain't better than that with Terry going. Can we stop it? But yeah, whatever. But yeah, I think he's gonna top 10 receiver by the end of the season. First of all, Michael Thomas is gonna be healthy the whole season, so that's gonna hurt him a ton. Julio gonna get as many targets as he got in Atlanta because he got AJ Brown, got Josh Reynolds, Anthony Ferkser. They want to run the ball on Henry. They want King Henry to get King Henry touches. So I don't think Julio's gonna get the numbers he usually gets that he was getting in Atlanta. I just don't see it. And Mike Evans gotta compete with an AB for full season now. It's ain't no 5-6 AB games. AB back to being AB for 17 weeks, and then you got Chris Godwin and all these other guys, and I don't think Mike Evans get the numbers he usually gets either. So I think with that, all that, and plus Terry ascending and getting better numbers because he's going to get more targets because he's going to be open more. I think he's going to definitely be a top 10 receiver by 5 seasons over with. I definitely see that all day long. But yeah, I think that's enough. I think that's all the questions, bro. So I know you gotta go, Rico. So you said 9 o'clock is 9 o'clock now. So go subscribe to Street Schools. I'm gonna go ahead and plug his channel right in the chat. I need y'all moderators to plug these guys' channels in the chat from now on. Can't keep doing it. I love y'all. Still love y'all. But I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in. My man just hit 10K. Make sure he hit 11K before we know it, please. I very appreciate that. My man is the man with the plan. Man, see, he need 800 more subscribers. Go make that happen. Oh, y'all go. Let's go.
We getting there.
Just smash the subscribe button. Smash everything. Just do that. Because my man is the man with the plan.
Thanks for having me. Big time, man. This was so fun.
This was definitely fun, man. I can't. You going to that game, right?
I'm gonna try to see. I mean, even if I don't, people are gonna be in town. I'm definitely trying to link up with people. So even if I don't make it to the game, even though I think I will, but yeah, we'll see. Definitely, I'm definitely staying.
That's the best stadium in the league, man. That's the best stadium in the league.
That joint's fire, bro.
Yeah, it is. I went on the tour up in the stadium. I've ate at Molly B's and everything. That is one of my favorite places to go to, and I want to go down to Atlanta so I can see the game, but I can't make it that day.
Dang.
Ah, man.
I could have met Corey if that made it happen. My dad called me. He was like, "Hey, you trying to go to the A?" So you know I love going to the A. It's the A. It's the A. What we talking about here? He's like, oh man. He's like, is Chanel coming with you? I said, that's on her. She said, hell no, I ain't going to no damn Atlanta. I said, oh, okay, well I'm going. Let's go. I'm going now. My brother said I'm going. I said, okay, all right, it's a family affair. Me, Pops, and my bro, we going down that jump, make it fun. It's gonna be dope. Get to meet Rico in person. It's gonna definitely be a fun.
You better make sure them divorce papers ain't signed. If you get in trouble down there, Tony.
Oh no, I ain't getting that contract. Hell no. I'm not about to have a shotgun in my face from Chanel when I get home. I like my life too much. I'm staying away from the nightlife. I'm gonna go see the College Football Hall of Fame and do all the good boy stuff. Man. I'll be a good boy. But I'll probably hit a bar too. I'm down there though. You know, it's really football season, college football season. Y'all gonna be lit. I got Georgia down there. They're gonna Tech down there.
It's a Georgia town. Like the Falcons are cool. Georgia Tech's cool. It's a Georgia town. Just like LSU runs Louisiana more than the Saints do. It's like that here too. So
yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to catch a UGA game. Somehow I'm down there too. I'm gonna try to double up. Try to catch 2 games.
They over there. They like an hour away. Just to warn you, it's not in the land.
I know Athens hour.
Yeah, they like.
My dad drives from Lancaster to DC every weekend. He don't care about driving.
Oh, he chilling. Oh, he good. That's nothing.
Yeah. Not my dad drives 2 hours every weekend from Lancaster to DC to come see his family. He don't care about now. Oh, he don't care about now. Trust me. He don't care about now. So ain't else I want to say before we wrap this thing on up, man? I know Corey about to hop in the car. He about to go somewhere. Rico got things to do. I gotta get ready for a 9 to 5 in the morning, unfortunately. But I would love to do this full time. Hit the subscribe button so I can quit my job.
So now I'm on that same type of time. I'm trying to make this full time.
I mean, this full time. I love it too much, man. I love collabing with y'all. I love hanging with y'all, bro. Like, I'd rather do this than anything, bro. I swear I do, bro. No cap. But yeah, shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to A9 that's still here. Man, not subscribe to Street Schools, please do. Not subscribe to Corey, please subscribe to On the Warpath for dope interviews, play-by-plays, all that stuff as well. For film breakdowns and the analytics, Street Schools is your man. If you're a numbers guy, if you want to get into all that compute, Street Schools is the man. There you go. If you want this raw, uncut content, please subscribe to the Protest Sports Network. I don't hold nothing back. When someone's trash, I say they're trash. I hold nothing back. Okay, so you want to hear that guy's trash a lot? Please go hit somebody. I appreciate it. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all take it easy, man. I love y'all. Stay safe. I'll catch y'all next one. And we're right back at tomorrow with a roundtable part 2, man. Jersey Sports Takes and the 10 Sports Talk on the channel. Hopefully, Juan's that one guy talking sports. I'm trying to hit him up tonight. See what's good. and maybe even Corey again if Corey's available, because he stopped by a little late today. He can pop in tomorrow if he likes.
Yeah.
Corey, okay, cool. So yeah, so for On the Warpath, be tomorrow too. So hey, tomorrow 7:00 p.m. we'll do a part 2. We'll ask more questions and things like that by the 53-man roster. Unless it's tomorrow, catch me tomorrow. Let y'all stay safe. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace, love, and blessings, all y'all. Shout out to everyone that commented. There's so many comments that I'm going to have to. Yeah, I'm going to give a separate shout on Instagram or something. There's too many comments in here. So shout out to everyone. Shout out to everyone of y'all 79 wonderful people that came to the stream. Shout out to everyone that super chatted, and shout out to everyone that followed all the rules to this roundtable. And I appreciate all of you guys for everything. I'll catch y'all next one. Peace, love, and blessings.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.